everybody. Welcome back to the live stream of MAICEL. How was your weekend? Hello. Please like and share our stream so that we will make a lot of friends for tonight. If you have premieres and channels to promote new videos, please type on the chat so that we can pin your channels. Guys, thank you so much, everybody, for doing the thumbs up and sharing our stream. Big shout out to my members. Riz Life Chard, Minerva Durante, Shaban Collins, Elimatas. Shaban, big shout out to you. Part Shooter is in the house. Wow. Oh my gosh. Part Shooter, how are you, my friend? Big shout out to you. It's nice to meet you once again. Thank you so much to my friend Part Shooter. Hello to you. Hey, it's been a long time, my friend. MAICEL, hello to you. To MAICEL, hello. How are you, my friend Part Shooter? It's been a long time. Thank you once again. Have you seen my latest video about you? This one. If you are not, if you haven't seen that one, my friend, I have made a video where you have showered a lot of blessings on my channel. Where was that? Here. Ramadel Peterson, good morning. Mega love shout out, classmates from Minerva Durante. Guys, we have once again Part Shooter in the house. Do you remember him, guys? The last time that he visited a very big surprise to our channel. Oh my gosh, where was that? The one that let me see that one so that he knows that I have promoted as well his channel. Oh, I have so much vlogs. My general super chatters. Di ko na nakita, guys. The one that I introduced to you. It's me, I am Kim. Hello, gandang host. Ang sakdan. Thank you very much. Oy, Cory Bisdak is in the house. Guys, please, greet Part Shooter, my super duper chatter, guys. I would like to show you Part Shooter. To those who doesn't know him, he's one of the top guy. Oh, 5,000 subscribers. Wow, 5,000 subscribers na ang ating Part Shooter. Hello, gandang teacher from Riz Life Chart. I love flowers. Lalabs, Ate Cat Smith is in the house. Big shout out. Let me share to you guys my super duper chatter, guys. Wow. Now we can play, comment picker. Comment picker po tayo, guys. We will get from the Part Shooter. All right, from Part Shooter, we will get 3 winners. Okay, we will get 3 winners of 50 Gcash then. Kay Part Shooter, thank you so much once again. Team for San Lorenzo, renew ko member ko sa you later. No worries. Ate Cat Smiths, hello. Oy, Riz Life, if you don't have something to do there, if you are free, you can join me here. Riz Life Chart, Team for San Lorenzo. Let's have chill Sunday. And we will just play tonight, guys. Comment picker. I would like to share. Of course, thank you so much sa adding super duper chatter na Part Shooter so we can share some more, no? Ayan, share natin agad. Maricel Love, shout out from Team for San Lorenzo. Ayan, Madel Peterson as well. Big shout out. Shared host, thank you so much, Guys, I'm gonna drop Part Shooter short videos and we will comment, no? Magbigay tayo ng tatlo. We will get 3 winners of 50 Gcash, sa kanyang sa kanyang link. Ayan. Thank you so much, guys, Everybody here in the house, thank you so much. Let me just search a short video of our friend Part Shooter so that we all can connect to him and he can visit your live as well, Ayan, let me just search for one of the shortest videos that he has. All right, so everything is about cars, no? Fixing cars. Let's see here. I don't want the attention. Would appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anyways, they would like to know you. Part Shooter, they would like to know you here because They really appreciate your generous heart. Kobashi Shugan, big shout out to you. I would just like want to show them your channel so that they get to know you, what are your contents about, and they were really, really stunned when you visited me last time. They were like in shock. Wow, this man is having a very, very generous heart, and they also would like to know you better as well. And I think your content speaks also more about you, what you do for a living, and what are the things you really like to do. So let me bring them also to you. We are, what is this, 1986 Turbo Accord Slip 5 here. So guys, I'm gonna drop this one. This is 1 minute video from 9 years ago. So maybe we can comment, like, and subscribe to our friend. He's already a monetized channel. He got 5,000 subscribers, road to 6K. So that's cool. All right, part shooter. This one we will do. Ayan. I'm nothing special. They spam my comment sections. Oh, they do. Oh, that's not good. They spam you. Are they jealous of are they jealous of you because you're a very generous person, part shooter? I would like to show some of your contents to our people here so that they can connect to you as well, my friend. Amortina is in the house. Big shout out to you. Yes, that's why I say don't do that. Oh, you don't want? Okay, I will just show then. I will just show then your channel and maybe the link of your channel so that they can choose where to connect to you, part shooter. Is that all right? I'll just drop your channel link so that they can check you out. This one. It's back again. This was 2 days ago. You had 2 days ago a upload. All right. Let's have some music in the house, guys. Oh, sure. Wrist live chart. Baba mo wrist live. Please drop your grand live stream wrist live so that I can pin it. So part shooter doesn't like attention. He just would like to share his blessings to my stream. And I really appreciate that one, part shooter. Thank you so much. Sure, if you have premiere, guys, and also you have grand live, please drop it so I can pin it and so that we can support as well. All right, wrist live chart, Madel Peterson and Amortina. So I'm flexing right now our friend part shooter. So this one is to show you guys his channel but he doesn't want so much attention. He just would like to share, all right, his blessings to our stream and really appreciate that one. Kanoy in the Philippines, just barbecue and listening. Thank you very much, my friend. My cousin, I guess you're my cousin because we have the same family name. Thanks, teacher. You're welcome, Wrist Life. For San Lorenzo, Riz, Shao, Fra. I guess so, Sister Lo. Yes. Guys, to those who want to connect to our super chatter, alright, just connect better, guys, ha? Watch the video. Ayan, just find the shortest video that you can find, guys, so that you can connect directly. And if you are interested to watch his videos, you can put that on your playlist. Kay Part Shooter. Ayan. Ayan. Thank you so much, guys. Tamsak dan Ate Labs, King Prince. Salamat to King Prince. Wrist Life Chart. Big shout out to Wrist Life, ha? Ayan, meron din si King Prince Muhammad. Ayan, itong Grand Life. Malapit na, oh. 152 thumbs up pa lang. Wrist Life, 152 thumbs up pa lang, oh. Grand Life. And si Madel Peterson. "22 minutes from now." Premier Madel. Amortina. Big shout out to Amortina. Amortina. May premiere ba si Amortina? Ayan, may premiere. Amortina! Ayan, itipin ko itong tatlong link, guys. Ayan. Ayan, salamat, host. Meron akong bitpin tatlo, guys. And sa lahat ng magtamsak, ayan, sa lahat ng magtamsak, guys, entry for tonight para sa ating roulette. Ayan. Ayan, merong tatlong link, guys. Sabihin nyo lang kung nagtamsak kayo sa tatlong link, tatlong entry para sa roulette tonight, ha? Ayan. This one. Ayan, Madel Tamsak Dan from Amortina. Ayan, Tamsak Wrist Life. Na-miss ko kayo, sabi ni Wenny. Big shoutout naman kay Wenny. Uy, Tapsigian, nandiyan pala si Tapsigian. Ayan, guys, meron akong tatlong link. Kada link ay, lahat ng link, guys. Per link is 1 entry para sa ating, Gcash roulette ngayon, ha? Tusok Sisi Loves, maganda ka pa sa gabi. Linswear, salamat. Thank you so much to Linswear for being here. Thank you, thank you. Kumusta ka na, Linswear? Ayan, I miss you, Sisi. Ayan, nandyan din si Minerva Durante. Ayan, may ads na siya. Tapos na pala yung kanyang ano, guys. Ayan, ang kanyang premiere. Okay lang, Sisi Loves, day off pag weekends ako. Ayan. Meron akong top super chatter na si Part Shooter. Sisi Loves, baka gusto mong kumonek sa kanya. Napaka-generous niyan. Basta mag-ano lang, mag-connect lang ng tama para hindi malagas. Ayan. Mary Jane, thumbs up po. Thank you so much, Mary Jane. Sa lahat po ng nangangailangan ng super chatters, guys. Ayan, makipagkaibigan po tayo kay Part Shooter. He doesn't like attention. He just would like to share his blessings, no? Ayan, ito po yung kanyang channel with 5,000 subscribers. I hope that you can also make friends to my super chatter. And, you know, I'm thankful for him for being so generous always. We have Riz Life. We shout out Riz Life, ha? Let's see, Riz Life. Ayan, guys, mag-comment picker po ako kay, Riz Life, dandikit po, sabi ni Linswear. Uy, salamat. You know that Riz Life is, Linswear. Pangalan nito, live streamer din siya from Italy. Malaki na rin ang kanyang community. Pwede mong i-promote ang iyong channel kay Riz Life dahil malaki na rin ang kanyang community. Ayan. Let me create that name of reels, no? Wheel of names. Ayan. Ayan, i-copy ko lang itong last time. Kasi mag-aano ako ng new. Ayan. Thanks, Linswears. Teka, ito guys is ita-transfer ko ito for another. This one kasi, this was entry from yesterday. Ayan, I will just copy this one to my notes para hindi yan mawala. Entries. Alright. Meron ng mga entries. Ayan, na-copy ko na. Ngayon, iba yung entry natin sa laro. Lahat ng nagtamsak. Well, madanggalan. Madaldan din po. Alright. Dan Olpin, Mary Jane Atabello. Ayan. Guys, guys, dito sa roulette natin, original lang ating ilalagay, ha? Ayan, original. Pero pwedeng balik-balik kasi pag marami ang inyong natamsakan, doon din karami ang inyong mga names, ha? Sa ating comment picker po, guys, pwede po lahat ng ninja ilagay nyo, ha? Sa inyong comment picker. Pero sa roulette, original lamang. Okay? Ayan. Well, madanggalan, tamsak dan host, pasali, sure. Ayan. Ayan. Mag-ano lang, guys, ha? Mag R1 para makita ko lahat yung kay Riz Life. Mag R1 sa lahat ng kay Riz Life. R1 para ma-type ko lahat. Mag R1 muna, guys, para ma-type ko yung inyong mga names. R1 for Riz Life, ha? R1 for Riz Life. Okay. Thank you, Linswears. Thank you so much kay Linswears. Kukuha po tayo. Ayan. Sa roulette po, guys, kukuha tayo ng 10 na 50 Gcash. Tapos sa comment paper for tonight, guys, kukuha po tayo ng 10 din na 50 Gcash. Jeneline Mix Vlog. Okay. Jeneline Mix Vlog. Wilma Danggalan, big shout out to you, Wilma. Bibigyan kita ng jacket ha, Wilma Danggalan. Ayan. Siyempre, isasali ka. Mag-thumbs up lang sa pinin ni host ha. Mag-thumbs up reminder. Jeneline Mix Vlog. Okay. Mix Vlog. Sino pa yun? Dan Olpin, si Mary Jane Atabello. Mary Jane Atabello. Ayan. 3, no? Mary Jane Atabello. Ayan, maganda yan. Dan Olpin ang sabihin nyo para diretso kung malagay yung name nyo. Alright. Tapos si Lynn Swears, nag-ano na rin siya sa 3, no? Alright, another Lynn Swears. Ayan. Si Riz Life ay nag-ALS every Tuesday and Thursday. Sabi ni Riz Life, guys. Oy, Riz Life, nagtamsa ka kay ano, no? Kay Amortina at kay Madel. Okay, sulat ko kayo. Sino pa yun? Ang Tapsigian, big shoutout Tapsigian. Brett Glasso, big shoutout to you. Ayan, big shoutout kay Brett Glasso, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Brett. Ayan, Brett is in the house. Thank you so much, Brett. Ayan. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, thank you so much. Azaria Williams is in the house. Azaria, big shoutout to you. Yes, host. Done ko sa lahat. Salamat. Ayan, nandoon na. Yes, nagtamsak po ako, Martina and Madol. Yes, nandyan ka na, Rislap. 2 aking nilagay. Alright, tamsak done. Teacher from Melrose. Ayan. Pakitamsak yung 3, guys. Ayan. Ayan, sabihin nyo lang, done all pin. Okay, pag kayo ay nakatamsak sa 3. Para masulat ko yung name nyo, 3 entries. Diwata, Norway. Happy is here, Lalabs. Uy, big Lalab. Thank you so much, ha, Gonggong, sa pagpin ng aking, ano. Ayan. Naka-BG lang po, teacher. Papak pa rin ang delivery. Wow naman. Sana all, no? Maraming racket. Uy, Minerva Durante, maraming racket. Ayan. Dan po, host. Kay Amortina. Ayan. Salamat po sa lahat nagtamsak ng premiere ko. Ayan. I'm so close to 2.6K when I do. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos. Very good, Azaria. Congratulations. Ayan, thank you, ha. Salamat sa mga nagtamsak dyan. Si, Amortina, nagtamsak ka kay, kay Madel ay Caris Life. Lagay kita, ha. Amortina, alright. Amortina, okay. Meron 2. Perling po ay entry, ha. Para sa tonight. Para manalo kayo hanggang, pwede kayo manalo sa roulette ng 500 Gcash, ha. Ma'am, tapos na sa 3 pin. Wilma Danggalan, very good. Si Wilma Danggalan. 3 ang aking ilagay, ha, Wilma. Wilma Danggalan. Okay. Ayan, meron ng 3 si Wilma Danggalan. Opo, host. Ayan, thank you very much, guys. Alright. Happy Gonggong, Lalabs. Thank you so much, ha. For, Martina, dandikit na rin. Uy, salamat naman. I love flowers. Para, ipin ko yung mo, ha. I love flowers. Yung grand live mo. Yung grand live mo, nakaset na, di ba? Yung grand live mo. Meron ka nang nakaset. Big shout out sa lahat dyan, guys. Salamat naman. Ayan. Bakit kaya hindi lumalabas yung kay Gonggong? Ayun, lumabas na. Dan carries like chart. Alright. Lagyan kita ng tatlo. Si I Love Flowers. Pwedeng manalo ng 500 Gcash guys ha. Kasi 10 ito guys. Ayan. Tapos hindi ako kukuha. Host dan nasa nakapin po. Jeneline Mix Vlog. Ayan. Jeneline. Add ng another 2. Jeneline Mix Vlog. Alright. Meron na. Wala pa host. Gawin ko pa April. Sa April na kasi magulit-ulit ako may nag-sponsor. Wag mo nang ilagay ang mga sponsors. I Love Flowers. Dan all Sisi sa nakapin. Thank you. Happy Gonggong, salamat. Thank you so much Sisi. Ang aking Happy Gonggong nating big heart. Oh my gosh. Ayan. Ilagay ko rin siya. Happy Gonggong of course, no? Si Happy Gonggong. Ayan, tatlo. Ayan, marami yung guys na napapasayang tao, no? Si Happy Gonggong ay napakaraming tao na napasaya sa Pilipinas. Dan sa nakapin teacher, Melrose, alright, tatlo si Melrose. Thank you, Melrose. Okay. Alright, thumbs up, gandang host, Chanel Maggie Vlogs. Big shoutout to Chanel, ang aking napakagandang sa Sweden. Guys, parang artista yan si Chanel. Nako, pag nakita nyo, bongga. Ang mga niyan, gamit. Chanel talaga ang favorite niya na gamit, no? Big shoutout naman sa mga Chanel. Iparaffle mo na yung Chanel mo para pupunta kami, bili kami ng entry. Teacher, pwede magpatamsak ng Grand LS? Yes, pwede. Ayan, nagpatamsak ako ngayon kay Riz Life. Ayan, isusunod ko yung sayo, tapos isusunod ko rin yung nakaset na mga live at premiere guys ha. Ayan. Big shoutout, patamsak. Azaria Williams. Azaria, please, no spamming. My friend. Thank you, Teacher Ma. Ayan. Love you too also. My sisi, my sukurkur, love. Ayan. Please, sabihin nyo guys ha, kung kayo, nakatamsak. Ayan. Sa mga nagtamsak guys, sabihin nyo para isulat ko yung inyong mga Ayan. Ayan, nauna ko pumasok sa'yo. Pinainit ko lang magpastay ko kay Tia. Ayan, salamat naman, lalabs. Ayan, sino pang hindi nakatamsak, guys? Para masulat ko. Wala nang hahabol, guys? Ayan, meron ditong 25 ka-entries, no? Na doble-doble ang name. Dahil sa tatlo po ang entries, dahil sa tatlo ang link na tinamsakan. Ayan. Alright, so titingnan natin yung mga sino pa. Ayan, si May Sukrukor ay may patamsakan din. Si May Sukrukor. Ayan. Alright. Lagyan kita dito, lalabs ha. Si Amortina. Hello, Julius. Ayan, Julius, big shout out. Magtamsa ka, Julius. Para ilagay kita sa ruleta. Ayan. Kada link ay isang entry para tonight, ha? Up to 500 Gcash ang pwedeng mapanalunan sa roulette. Tamsakan lang, guys. Okay, my sukrukor, another one. Salamat po, my sukrukor, sabi ni Amortina. Yes po, ayan. Yung tatlong link, tatlong entry yan na loves. Carries life po dati na tamsak siya. Ayan, sige, sige. Ilagay na rin kita. Basta nakatamsak lang. Alright. Okay. Up to 500 Gcash po ito guys ha. Ang ruleta na pwedeng mapanulunan dahil 10 po na 50 Gcash. Alright. Dito tayo. Ibaba ko itong sa gusto pong mangisda sa aking guys, isa sa aking top super chatter ko guys ha. Ayan. Bago lang siya nagbigay ng $20, no? Si Part Shooter. Naalala nyo yun siya guys, si Part Shooter. Ayan. Okay. Tingnan natin, mag-start na yata si sa Madel Peterson, guys. Kasi ipipin ko. Ayan, 2 minutes to go si Madel. Ayan, dan Madel, Jolis can tell you. Ayan, tapos na daw si Jolis. Sabihin mo na lang, Dan, all 3. Pagtapos ka na, Jolis, para diretso kong matype. Jolis can feel you. Ayan. Alright. Premiere. Grabe, 17,000 na ang bahay mo. Dan Amori, sabi ni Jolis. Okay. Okay, another entry for Jolis Cantillo. Ayan. Alright. Oh, daming tamsak ni Madel, no? 320. Sana all may mga 320 ka tamsak. Grabe naman yan. Super dami. Ayan, Mary Jane, dan share. Thank you very much, ha? Ayan. Sa share din, guys, isang additional, ha? Pag mag-share ng live, additional yan na, name of the wheel. Okay, si Mary Jane nag-share. Isulat natin si Mary Jane at Tabelo sa pag-share. Alright, that is, sinulat na kita. Okay, let me, dito naman tayo kay Happy Gunggong at saka kay Lalabs natin. Alright, si Happy Gunggong yung link ang aking ilagay. Uy, meron siyang 33 second dito kay Happy Gunggong. May 2 minutes pala si Happy Gunggong. Dito tayo sa kanyang 2 minutes. Maricel lang ang end ng comment guys ha, para alam ni Happy na dito galing sa niya. Ayan. Dan share. Ayan, kanina pa ako nag-share teacher. Alright, sulat natin yan. Okay. Jolis at saka si MAICEL. Jolis Cantillo. Ayan, MAICEL. Ayan, si Happy Gunggong. Tapos, lalabs natin na si, MAICEL. Ayan, si MAICEL. Ayan, yung live niya. Meron siyang 2 days from now. Nasaan pala yung mo, Labs? Nakaset na grand live mo. Grand Live. Ayan, ito pala. Malapit na, no? Kunti pa lang ang tamsak mo dito. 113 pa lang, lalabs. Sige. Ayan. Grand Live. Ayan, nasa harang pa. Here lang, host. Sige, I had a question for you. 453 of the cat. I had a question for you. 4.53 of the cat. What is about the cat part shooter? What was about the cat? Please type the question. 4.53 of the cat. What was it about? Please type your question, my friend. Or maybe you would like to join me on the stream so that you don't like attention. I would love my subscribers to know you. 4.53 of the chat. 4.53 of the chat. Oh, sorry. Let me check. Did you? 4.53. Do you ever have discussions here or provide your perception on various controversial or general topics? Do you ever have discussion here or provide your perception on various controversial and or general topics? Not necessarily part shooter. All right. We are more on promotion of channels and sharing our new contents to the community. So that is what we really have here. We are more on promotion of our channels and then helping our community to grow their channels as well, because not all YouTubers have the chance to promote, especially if you are trying to be known here in YouTube and you don't have access to a lot of people. So we're just opening our live stream to those who would like to start their YouTube channels and promote for free, and that is also teaching them on how to improve whatever we can suggest to improve on their channels. For example, you make a better thumbnail using the right tag and description, and as well as we have a team that make free banners for our friends here. They are making free intros and outros to the community so that they don't have to pay a lot of money or to buy apps. So there are live streamers that provide that for the community. So that is necessarily that is what we really our basic purpose here. He was asking sharing other issues in your live stream. Didn't get it totally. My Sukrukor. Another one pala. Bella Zara, big shout out. Uy, Bella Zara. Travel Minded is in the house. Big shout out to Travel Minded in the house. And Cat Smiths. Ayan. Ilagay ko rin si Ate Cat Smiths. Ang ating sponsor for the whole month. May premiere si Ate Cats. Ayan. Wow, 200 plus. Very good naman. Uy, Ate Cats. Ayan. Do you think it's necessary for a content provider to provide insight on themselves, which allow the followers to get a better understanding of their following? Do you think it's necessary for a content to provide insight? Yes. That's true. Yes, that is important, guys. It's important for a content provider to provide insight on themselves. The description about yourselves. On your channel, guys, there is an about description that consists of 1,000 characters, and you can use that one, to better introduce your channel as a content creator. Dan sa nakapin, thank you, Bilazara. Botanota Meta. Amiga, si Cero Souza. Hello. Cesaro, hello. Big shout out. Part Shooter was asking if it's necessary for all of us guys to provide insight on themselves, which allow followers to get better understanding of the who they are following. Yes, it's very important. I can show you. Ayan. I love flowers. Hello to you. For example, guys, my channel. Right. I want to share my channel here. This one Part Shooter. Okay. About my channel, I provided here some description about what is my channel really about. Kain tayo sisi rice and sinigang na ribs. Wow, sarap naman. Well, I'm correlating with the live stream having visual insight leads to more curiosity, right? That kind of follow up with my initial question. Okay. I'm correlating that with live stream having visual insight leads to more curiosity, right? Yeah. If you have more visual insight, yes, it leads to more curiosity. Yeah, that is right. Yes. Part Shooter. All right. Alright, Bella Zara. Bella Zara, ayan. Bella Zara, sa ating comment picker lang ha, pwede ang ninja. Dito sa ating in our wheel of names, ang ilalagay ko is mga urig ha. Bella Zara. Ayan. Pwede mo siyang ilagay sa comment picker. Ayan, thumbs up host. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, everybody. Guys, I have my friend here, Part Shooter. If you are interested to get to know him, he doesn't like attention, all right? Doesn't like attention. He just would like to connect with genuine connections with you. For example, if you are really interested with, fixing cars, you can. If you are having troubles, guys, with your cars, you can really. Okay po, it's okay po. Ayan. You can go to his channel, guys, and you will really learn a lot about the parts of cars and how to fix them. And if you are having issues, you don't have to go to the shop directly. You can ask for informations there, and he has a lot of videos, guys. The Part Shooter, so I hope that you can check him out. Very generous person, guys. One of the most generous person I ever met as a small live streamer. All right. We are featuring is in the house. RK Manggubat, tamsak po pasali sa comment picker. Yes, guys. For the comment picker, everybody is very much welcome. And for our roulette, guys, per link is one entry. Thank you so much, Sisi. You are welcome. Guys, on Happy Gonggong, guys, ayan. Please type at the end of your comment with Happy Gonggong, like, I see you talking. I want to get a feel of the personality. I'm sure you do that with things you like. It snowballs into wanting to know more, said Part Shooter. Like, I see you talking. I want to get a feel of the personality. I'm sure you do that with things you like. It snowballs into wanting to know more. Yes, that is true. That is really true. Hello, Charmy Avila. Shout out host. Hello, Charmy Avila. Big shout out to you. We are visiting. Is in the house. Is also from the Netherlands as well. Big shout out to you. Thank you for coming. Charmy Avila. Oh, you have friends coming over as well. Thank you so much. All right. And so I like that you are commenting genuinely here in the chat, and just because a lot of people, guys, they will just be dropping, hello the right way, my friend. Hello the right way. Big shout out to you, my friend. Would you like to know Part Shooter? He's also a very genuine friend here. The Right Way. The Right Way, big shout out to you. The Right Way, guys, is from Chicago. The Right Way. Thank you so much, The Right Way, my friend. Ayan. Here, for all my super chatters, this is for you. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Ayan, virtual hug from Happy Gonggong. The Right Way, you said you want to join my stream. The Right Way, you said you want to join my stream. I'm gonna drop the invite so that you can join. Hello, Parshooter Happy is here from Happy Gonggong. Yes, Erich and Maria channel has a premiere, guys. Ha ha ha. Yes, you told me yesterday that you will join my stream. So I'm gonna invite you because you told me that. Thank you so much here for you, my friend, to come up here so that they can know you as well. The Right Way. All right. Thank you everybody for coming to Happy Gonggong and doing the thumbs up reminder for my Sukrukur. That is a Thanksgiving for the 1 year anniversary being a monetized channel and the premiere of Catsmiths, my friend from UK, guys. They are all amazing people. For a few minutes, all right. Tamsak na sa'yo, host. Thank you so much, everybody. We are visiting Happy Gonggong, the Right Way when is after Shuban Collins shout out. From We Are Visiting. Ay, show my baby girl, hello! From Jolly Scantillo. Ayan. Teacher Dan sa lahat na nakapin. Alright, very good. You are done with all the pin, guys, no? Sa lahat mga nagpunta sa pin, thank you. Let's see, once again. Si Mary Jane Atabello has another 3. Mary Jane, there's another 3, guys, ha? Another 3 po yan. Na link. Mary Jane Atabello. No? And then, Shuberilyn Sana, shout out to you from We Are Visiting. Shout out, We Are Visiting from Wendy's FW. The Right Way, shout out to you. The Right Way, guys, our super duper chatter is gonna come up later here on our stream so that you will know more about my friend. We had really a fun time. Sorry, my Chinese in standby live, so are using my support. All right, sabi ni Wenny's. Dan sa nakapin host, Melrose Lopez. Another 3, Melrose Lopez. Ayan, sulat natin si Melrose Lopez. Ayan, up to 500 Gcash po, guys, ha? Melrose Lopez. Ayan. My real channel host knows it. From Wenny's OFW. Baba natin yan. Dito lang yan, oh. Ayan. Happy Gonggong. Ayan. Ay, elbow bump. Dan also nakapin CC. Ayan, active naman ang ating Team Big Heart. Happy Gonggong. Ayan. Salamat, ha. Ayan. Ayan, another 2 for you because that is from my Sukrukor at kay Catsmiths. Kay Ate Catsmiths. Sino pang nakadan all sa link, guys, para masulat ko? You can win up to 500 Gcash for here. Ayan. Jillian Peterson, congrats premiere. Sabi ni my Sukrukor. Grabe, no? Sa kanyang navel, guys, no? Nag-change siya ng kanyang, pangalan yun, piercing sa kanyang navel. Ayan. We Are Visiting, my Sukrukor, shout out from We Are Visiting. Big shout out. Minerva Durante Lalabs. Ayan. Sino pa, guys? Let me, kung sino pa. Ayan, thank you. Sabi ni Madel Peterson. Thank you, guys, ha, sa mga dyan, nag-thumbs up. Any additional, guys, na pwede pang isulat dito? Any additional names that I can put here who did a thumbs up and reminder for the link? Dan sa nakapin host, dikit kay Catsmith. Uy, thank you so much. You know I love flowers. Ate Catsmith is my friend from UK and she's gonna sponsor my whole live stream, games, and play for the whole month of April, guys. So she is gonna sponsor me 10,000 for the games. All right, si Ate Kat Smith. Thank you so much. I love flowers. Ayan. Tatlo. I love flowers. Ayan. Wow, very generous. Yes, very, very generous, guys. That's why. Dikitan nyo talaga si Ate Kat Smith, ha? Para mapuntahan kayo sa inyong life. Ayan. We are visiting channel from Pinoy Jologs in Canada. Oh, I have here my friend. Guys, I would like to welcome you. The right way is gonna join my live stream. Hey,
Marcel, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for coming up.
Hey,
Let me just put down this.
is this the wheel for 1,000,000 pesos?
I'm sorry, not so. Maybe a little bit louder, my friend.
Hold on, let me turn it up.
Yeah.
All right. I said, is this the contest for 1,000,000 pesos?
A million pesos? No, it's only it's $10, but there will be 10 people that will be happy with that.
Yeah, I would be happy.
Yeah,
How you feel today?
I'm feeling good. I'm so happy that you come up to my stream.
I always said I wanted to come up, but I don't know.
Chris,
It's the time. It's the time.
yeah, it's the timing. It's the timing. What time is it now there?
It's 4 o'clock. Well, 4:17.
Oh, yeah, mid afternoon. That's why
Yeah.
people is really busy actually that time, right?
But your streams for me is a good time. Your streams is a good time because in the middle, the middle of the day is kind of a good time to watch or just kind of be there. Sometime nighttime I'm busy. Sometime morning time I'm, you know, busy. Where are you at?
Netherlands.
Are you in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Wow. Do I have to fill out an application to go there too?
No, because from if you are from US, you can just fly over to Europe very easily.
Denmark. I got to fill out a whole application to get there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah. I always bother Rona about that. You got to fill out an application, and they got to accept you in order to come there. I mean, I don't know from the U if it's different from the U.S., but
But for me, I've got to fill up like bunch of paper going to US. I mean, you all know that, right? I mean, even for we're watching that 90K no 90 I mean 90 days K1 visa for if you are having a relationship from US citizen people and then you would like to go there,
wow.
you have to apply for it. It takes so long for them to go. Even if you're from Europe, you will have a hard time going to US.
So you got to fill out a lot of paperwork. Do they ask you a lot of questions about your relationship, or they just?
Is that is what they are you know that's the requirement. It's
Oh,
like they ask really because I have a friend and she applied for a Q1 visa that yeah you have to go to appointment for the doctor and also the dates of the parents birthday and like
wow,
yes they really go through that kind of questions.
wow. You know what?
Yes, really. That's why a lot of people failed also. When you miss one question, you're gonna be denied, like on the spot.
Hey, listen. I can't remember my parents' birthday. I promise. I
Yeah, you
don't.
know, me
I
too.
can't.
And that's quite funny because I don't also remember all the dates. Even with my brothers and sisters, what the year. I know how old they were, so you gotta compute and then okay.
See, my mother is a twin. Well, she was a twin. She passed away, and their birthday I would always get wrong because my not. I had somebody else in my family that had a birthday like during the same time, and I would always get it wrong. So what I would do, I would call my auntie first and tell her happy birthday. And if she'd be like, well, my birthday not today, then I know I would just go to my mother.
Oh,
I just
oh.
go,
Do you know already Part Shooter, or have you ever bumped into live stream, seeing his name?
who you saying?
Part Shooter.
No.
He's also from US.
No, I don't think so. I don't
Yeah, Part Shooter. He said, most US black, what is that? Most US blacks in USA won't fill out an application, let alone travel.
yeah, yeah. But I said I was gonna travel. I said I'm gonna travel at some point. It's just compared to a lot of countries where Europe is big, but the United States, it's so big, it's like why travel anywhere else? It takes a long time to go everywhere here.
Yeah.
So I
Have you been to all the states of America? Because it's a huge country.
No, I have never been to the West Coast. So like California, Portland, Nevada, Arizona, everything over west, like all the hot.
Oh,
I've never been.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the West.
But it's really hot there, like Las Vegas. It's even hotter than if you go to Brazil or in tropical country. It's a desert hot there.
My
They're
wife,
strict then from areas. Yes, they are very, very strict.
my wife won't let me go to Las Vegas because she said I won't come back.
Oh, for sure it will come up. Oh, that's really awesome. Part Shooter is gonna come up for the first time on my stream. Woo! Thank you so
Oh,
much. Here for the invite, my friend. I'll come on live and talk. Give me a minute from Part Shooter. Oh, that's cool.
you
Thank you,
know,
guys.
Marcel, we kept you up late. We kept you up late yesterday. I
Yeah, it was like almost 3 because we really enjoy the live, and especially Vinny. So with the music, like the last stream music that I really like. Oh, I really. Hello, Maisa. Ate Maisa, big shout out to you.
hey, my friend, Maisa.
Maisa Alawia is a great
I,
yeah,
I really like her. I really,
yeah, she's
you know,
great, huh, in
yeah,
promoting channels as well, helping community.
yeah. YouTube. She was built for YouTube.
Yeah,
She was built for YouTube. I rarely see people that come on that start YouTube and get it right away.
yeah,
Like
yeah. She is.
right
She
away.
is. She is very fast with it.
Yeah, you would never, never think that.
Yeah, she got her 1,000 subscribers not even in 3 week time.
Yeah. And the way she
Very fast.
live streams, she either gonna pass out or she gonna get 4,000 hours fast.
Yeah.
I
Oh my gosh.
didn't sleep that long now. It was just a few hours. It couldn't have been just a few hours ago. She was just getting off live stream. Like, I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah.
And here she is again. Look, YouTube is addictive. You gotta be careful.
Is what?
It's addictive.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't say that because we are already due.
Yeah, it
Oh
is.
my gosh.
See, and I see you. I see you. I've known you for a while. I've seen you, and like I come to your live stream, and I just kind of watch, or I'm doing other stuff, and I love the way you are like building the community. Like there's so there are like different people that I know of that kind of build a community strong, like mommy and daughter, like
Yeah.
what's the in Grata, like, and you're on that level. You're building one. You're building.
Oh, thank you. That's an honor to hear that one. No people watching you and they gonna categorize you with those people that have built really strong community. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
I mean,
categorizing me as one of them.
it's just my honest opinion. Just my honest opinion.
Thank you so much. Hey, we have our friend here, Part Shooter is in the house. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
Welcome.
Hey, is my mic working?
Uh,
It is
Is my
working
mic
now.
working?
We hear you
No.
now.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I know there was like a delay. Is my avatar up there? The avatar didn't show up. Let me see if I can. Let me
Yeah,
see if
no
I can get my avatar up
avatar.
there. I gotta.
you know what?
That's
I
weird.
found
That's weird.
do it from if you do it from your browser,
Yeah.
avatar. So
Okay.
if you do it from
That's
YouTube,
interesting.
if you click on it and Safari or whatever clicks up from YouTube, your avatar comes up. But if you went to a web browser like copy and paste, it doesn't come up.
It probably,
Oh.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, let me try leaving and coming back in because I did have to do something with my Bluetooth and to
All
put
right.
a headpiece in. So let me leave out and come back in.
Yeah. I will just drop the link. All right. Sean Williams. Oh, Sean Williams. Very supportive. Like always every day on my live stream. Like never misses, I think, a single live is amazing.
Sean, I've been connected.
Sean, you are amazing, friend.
Yeah, Sean. I used to see Sean. Well, I see Sean everywhere now, but I mean,
Yeah, everywhere. Everywhere also.
so you know what? I wanted to ask you. Okay, so you got me here, so now I can be an interviewer, so I can ask you all the questions everybody wants to know. So
Yes.
what
Sure.
what made you want to start YouTube?
What made me want to start YouTube? Very easy because we love traveling and we would love to capture videos from travels and save it. And one of my friends have asked me maybe I would like to upload in YouTube so that they can see it also in public. My college friends, they
Okay.
asked me to upload, so I tried that one, and then it grow in views. Like people are loving my videos, they watch it, and then yeah, and then I continue, and then when the corona hits, it was like so boring, you know, like you get sick only at home. And then so that's why I started my live streaming last March, and then keep on doing it every day, almost every day, if I really have the, you know, this
Right.
high energy, because sometimes you're really low and then you don't have enough energy to do live.
Yeah.
And I just keep on doing it, and then suddenly this community just like a snowball, that it creates, become bigger and bigger, and the same names keep on coming on my live stream, and that keeps me like, wow, these people really would like to connect to me genuinely. And that's why I'm still here doing live streaming, because of these people, loving people on the stream.
See. That's why you know. And the one thing you didn't say was you started live streaming because you wanted to grow like everyone else, or you started live streaming because everyone else was doing it. See, you started for your own genuine reason, and that's why
Yeah,
it just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. I mean, it's because
yeah, that's true.
okay.
I mean,
Next question.
yeah.
Um, okay. If you weren't doing YouTube right now, if you could think, what would you be doing?
If I am doing
If you
YouTube,
wasn't doing YouTube, if you wasn't here in
I
this,
will be traveling. I would be traveling, making videos of my travels, because that is the first place that I'm passionate of. If you see my first vlogs, it's really about traveling, and that is really our lifestyle. And yeah, I would be in Japan right now,
ooh,
or anywhere in Asia, somewhere tropical, you know, drinking a cocktail, or iced tea, something, cold drinks. That would be amazing.
what about your place? Okay, what are some of the countries that you've traveled to?
We have traveled to Japan. We have traveled to Thailand. We have traveled to Austria. Traveled to Switzerland, Italy. Um,
Uh,
we have traveled also to Vietnam.
Okay.
Where else? Yeah, Philippines, my motherland, and I think we've been to 15. I cannot remember anymore the rest.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. So can I ask you? Can I ask you? Um, the one thing I'm trying to understand is like I'm learning Tagalog. I'm learning a little Tagalog, and I'm around a lot of Filipino people. And I don't know if you know, my wife is part Filipino. So
Yeah.
kind of how like the whole thing has started like with this community. But I'm not understanding like people from different provinces, different dialects. So is that, I mean, is it like speak Chinese, speak Japanese, or is it just like we all speak Tagalog, but we have our like own personal like sad language? Like I'm
No, in the Philippines, dialects is different. We have a major language which is Filipino, and that is the whole Philippines speaks Filipino.
right.
But the regions, they have different because in the past, it is a very mixed culture. Like there were Chinese coming, Japanese, there were Spanish people that came in. So it has mixed in culture that they have shared different dialects. And then this every region, they are very segregated to one another, that they have common dialects that they understand one another, but the others not, because they have been segregated to one another because it's different islands. So
Oh,
whatever the other island speaks is not the same with the other islands
so
because of the segregation.
is that a good way to know where a person is from, what they speak? Or,
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Because they have different culture as well.
wow,
Yeah.
like
Philippines
in the
is a
outside,
very diverse
all
culture, guys.
see, I would think it was all the same. Just me being an outsider, I don't, I'm not understanding the thought process of having different dialects. It's like then you have it. How are you all the same, but all speak different? I don't know. I don't know. The U.S. is a huge melting pot. So I mean, it's the same way here, but it's a lot of different languages here. You know, people come and they make their own community. You know, but it's basically like it's English everything.
Yeah, I think with the accent, you have different accents.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I'm hard to
you
understand.
differ.
If you listen to other people talk,
Yeah,
I don't sound like that. I sound a lot different just because I'm from the Midwest, which is different. I don't really speak as proper as other people.
yeah,
So if I speak fast, you won't really understand what I'm saying. Kind of the same way with Tagalog, but I'm learning. I'm learning it. And you know, another question. I got another question. Why is a lot of Tagalog like it is the only language that is combined with English? Like there, like people would say a sentence and they would use English words in a sentence. But even though
oh,
a person said they can't speak English, but they
mhm.
use English words.
Yeah.
Normal?
The reason why we have a lot of English words in between our language is because we have a great influence from Americans. In the year 1950s and 1940s, Americans went to the Philippines. They fought against the Japanese. And it is where started also the basic education in the Philippines, that all the children must go to school. And that is why a lot of Filipinos speaks better English than the other Asian countries, because that is like our second language in the Philippines.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And you know what? That it makes it easier for me to pick it up. Just
Yeah.
because I'm used to, I'm used to being around and used to listening. But then like when you use English words, I can almost put together the sentence you're saying. Like I mean, partly with
Yeah.
some.
All right. Park Shooter is back. Yo. So look at that. That's better profile, my friend.
Oh, okay, that
Hey,
was fast. No,
Ali.
I couldn't. well, my normal YouTube profile and normally would pop up, but I'm not sure why it didn't work. So, and yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of vain, so the vanity probably might show. So yeah, no, I was kind of like in the background listening, but you know, here's the thing, you know, I know y'all were talking a little while ago about some miscellaneous things about travel and stuff, but you know, and I think y'all touched a little bit on the weather a little bit, and I'm like, when it comes to conversations, I think the weather is like one of the worst topics we can ever talk about. So, but I do, but I love being in opposition of a lot of people, and don't take me wrong or whatever. But I like to disagree, and only because to get the other person's perspective on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm right off the cuff. I don't have anything to really say at the moment, but I will say, gosh, well, how are you today? First off, how are you today? I'm pretty sure that is good. Hey, what's your name, brother man? I don't know your name. Do you want me to go by your avatar, like your user?
It's no, most people call me Jay. My name is
Jay.
Jay. Okay. And you're local. You're of course, obviously, United States. I heard you say.
Yeah.
You where about?
I'm in Chicago.
I'm in Chicago. Oh man, Chicago. Well, I'm in North Carolina. Yeah, okay. Chicago. Do you know I gotta ask you, is it true what they say about Chicago as far as the crime rate? Because I've heard, man, it was pretty bad up there. They call it Chicago or either Chirac. Is that like literally a thing?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, you got to think about it.
It was like, yeah. I mean,
Chicago is the third biggest city in the country. So regardless of whatever the crime rate is, it's going to be more than everybody else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't.
But here's the thing, man. You know, no, I understand, but. I understand, but here's the thing, though. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, it's predominantly black, man, and I'm not down to us black folk or anything by any means, but I think there's a really big misconception with a lot of people, and where a lot of us are in denial. But you know, anywhere that's predominantly black is usually degraded. The area is pretty much in devastation, in devastating conditions, and for some strange reason, the proficiency score is low when it comes to education. What do you think is the primary contributing factor for those astronomical crime rates? Because I will say this, and back in man, where do I start? So back in the 90s, they had 2 homicides in Chicago like every day, and I think because normal crime rate is like it's one homicide, it's like a black on black homicide once every day in Chicago. And I remember one year it was pretty astronomical, and it was pretty much doubled like what would normally occur, because I think it was like one of the worst years ever. But what do you think is a contributing factor for that?
You know what? It's like any crime. When you first of all, the problem is when you segregate, and Chicago is a very segregated city. You know, you have this type of people over here, you have that type of people over there, and everyone basically stays in their area. Everything is segregated. And then when you add poverty on, you get a lot of situations like that. And that's with with anything. It's just the way the system is built. Right? It's just the way the system.
Yeah, I understand. No, I understand. I understand system is pretty arbitrary. But let's take in consideration the first thing you said is segregation. Now, it kind of falls along with what I was talking about earlier when it's predominantly black, but it's us. So the thing is pretty much what you're implying. Go ahead.
Let me cut you off there. It's not
okay.
Predominantly. You only see black. You only hear black on the news, on the radio. People only portray that it's black. But trust, we are a minority in this city. We are not.
No. I bet it differ on that one as far as the minority in that city. Well, here's the thing. I mean, we can if you had some paint, you had black and white paint, you can mix enough white in there until it starts to dilute. But here's the thing, like you just stated, there's a lot of black people in there. Once you start having more black, well, just like it's predominantly black. you know, it's a little bit of white in there, but the black is going to supersede that white, and it's not going to be a cream. It's not going to be a white chocolate looking color. It's just going to be dark. You see what I'm saying? So it's still predominantly black, despite it being a little bit of white. You know, and even with like when just assessing things, we're looking at the bulk of it, not the exception. So I mean, segregation. If we're segregated and separated, we're still referring to the concentrated black areas. So I can't imagine the segregation being a. Go ahead.
So you're saying that basically,
No, I'm listening.
Saying that predominantly the crime or whatever is predominantly black. Is that what you're saying?
Well, obviously, yes, because I mean, we would have to be destroying one another. It's from a statistical standpoint, we're the only group of people that pretty much exercise that crime rate outside of our ethnic group. So you got white people that kill white people. You got Hispanics that kill Hispanics. You got Asians, of course, on Asian crime, but that's normal. But the disproportionate the disproportionate numbers come into play when you start to migrate outside that group. And we're the only group that harms the other ethnic groups in abundance versus it being the other way around. So I'm gonna put it this way. When the last time you seen an Asian break into a black guy house? When have you seen? Go ahead.
I don't know, what you're looking at to get your information, but that's not true.
Well, no, but realistically, I mean, even from the anecdotal standpoint, from the anecdotal standpoint, just from your personal perception, when have you seen an Asian person break into a black person's house? When have you heard an Asian person breaking into a black person's house?
I don't know. I mean, I have.
Right. Hold on. But okay. All right, we haven't. But now let's say this. When have you? Hold on. Well, we got. Well, let me hold on. Let me just get this out. Okay. Now you haven't seen it, but we do have plenty of these Chinese markets. We have Chinese establishments. Now I will ask you, when have you seen a Chinese establishment get robbed by a black person?
That I couldn't. I mean, I can't answer those.
Let's be realistic. Come on. Let's be realistic. I mean.
But I'm saying to you, your pinpoint. It's like this. It's like this. A lot of people have a mindset of what I see is what I know, right? So, as far as if I show you a picture over and over and over and over again, then that picture sticks in your head. So if I show you the crime and the violence that's portrayed by black people and what they
being groomed, basically, right? Like being groomed.
That sticks in your head. But what I'm telling
you, right.
To me, is not. I can't say that. Oh, that's true or that's not true. But what I can say, if you want to actually go look at the actual true numbers, they will stagger you. They will stagger you, and black people are not the ones that's doing the most.
But I understand where you're coming from, because I think what you're relating it to I don't
really talk about this type of stuff because everybody has their own opinion, right?
No, I understand. I understand, but I don't think. Well, I think this is one of the biggest. You brought up a really good thing right there also, but I think this is one of the biggest inhibitors with a lot of us people. Like, those controversial topics are the things that go on. It's just like, the 3 things that they say we're not supposed to talk about: religion, politics, and sex. But even if we take things that are like realistically occurring in our environment, if we're able to all reach a mutual understanding, it will help progress society. So these even like with relationships, these are not negative topics that we shouldn't be talking about. These are actual things that we should be bringing up to bring that uncomfortable situation into the environment, simply because if it helps with compromise. But let me go back. Let me backpedal a little bit.
Different, but I mean,
no, but they're right, and that's good though. That's the beauty of it.
It is. You can say your piece. Those are not subjects that I really get into. Just because, for the simple fact is, we're on a platform, and that's not my platform. My platform is not based on color, religion, creed, anything like that. So I don't speak upon them. I don't speak upon them.
No, hey,
I don't like to alienate anyone
Jay.
At all.
No,
So
I completely got you. But Jay, Jay, I got you. Let me relate this to something else. I heard exactly what you said. But would you do the same thing in a relationship? If you with your partner, would you do the same thing in a relationship?
What you mean? I mean, what do you mean?
Let me give you an example. You catch your wife. Let's just hypothetically, you catch your wife cheating or whatever. There's implication of cheating. All right. Okay. Would you and you confront her about it, baby? I think you're cheating on me. But she feels if she threw that same logic out there, do you think this is going to be the progression of a good relationship? Do you think y'all could last another 40 years? So just could y'all last 40 years if she threw that same logic you had out of there? She said, Jay, I normally would talk about, going to the grocery store. I normally would talk about, walking the dog. But I think, we don't need to be talking about what you think I'm doing, because that is just a topic I don't want to talk about. You see what I'm saying? It kills the desire to progress on with life and to move to gather an understanding with to establish a relationship. So I'm just taking your words and go ahead.
But I'm with apples and oranges. Apples and oranges.
Well, okay. Remember you remember you brought up.
I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I respect everyone's opinion about everything, about how you feel, about everything. That's fine. But the biggest thing I learned in my life is we all have different opinions, and it's hard for, like you're saying, you're taking my opinion of one thing and trying to connect it to another thing. My opinion may be my opinion may be different on both, right? I may look at my wife in that situation one way, but I may look up, as race and violence as another way. Like it's hard. We are humans. We are very complex people. So it's hard to really try to say, I'm gonna compare this with this and that with that when they're all different. So it's hard. You know what? And just to let you know how your mindset is, go look at my channel. Go look at the topics that me and my wife talk about. So, and you will get.
I didn't. So I didn't know y'all. So there was a real thing. You and your wife are on like YouTube. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I feel where you're coming from.
I didn't know that. So even though I completely gather where you're coming from, I just feel as though, like, from a realistic standpoint, and the principles, the core values of the individual have to be there, have to be consistent. Even though I know our opinions are going to be different with things, but the foundation in which we are willing to accept, or our rationale, still should be the same. You see what I'm saying? So just like, even though you may think of it as like, well, we shouldn't talk about this particular topic, the principles in which a person can have good reasoning skills should still be there, whether it's performing a job, being in a relationship, or some other mundane task. I mean, when it comes to just team effort, the principles should still apply when it comes to teamwork. Like a mutual understanding. Would you not agree?
I get you there. But again, you got to understand. We've been on this earth. Humans been on here a long time. Filipinos has been through their problems. Blacks been through. Everybody's been through something, right? And it's like this is what I break everything down. I compare. If you were born and your parents, Marcel, you can understand this one with. I want you to feed in on this. I look at it like this: if when you were born, right, and you have your mother and father teach you everything, and they taught you that the sky outside is purple, right? They said your entire life the sky is purple. Every day you went outside, you looked at the sky, and your parents said that's purple. So through the years, this is all they taught you. And then one day you go outside with everyone else and somebody says, hey, the sky is blue. And you say, no, the sky is purple. And you argue that person down to the core of your heart that
Yeah.
that's purple because that's what you were taught your entire life, and that's what it boils down to. It is hard for you to convince someone else of something that they truly believe is right. You
Yeah.
convince someone, even though, like you're saying, we need to talk about this, we need to put it out there, we need to, yeah, that's right. But there's people that don't believe that. And no matter what you say, you're not going to change that. And that's what makes the world what it is. You can't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't.
It's the influence. It's
Right.
the
Well,
influence.
I think, but I understand where you're coming from. But I think here's the thing: you're relating something visual to something that has like a lot of, and you're right. It is very complex, and it has other. But I mean, as far as something visual, we can't deny something that's visual. If I show you a cup, I mean, you see that cup, and it's like we can't deny it. Like, Brad, yeah, that is a cup. So like I don't know what to say. I mean, we can probably discuss if it's the shade of black or brown. We can discuss the shade of it, but we can all agree that what we visually see is what we see. And even if we go back to what you were saying, as far as like how things are taught,
But who's right or wrong? Yeah, we can agree.
It's I'll give you an exact answer. The person who refuses to accept the deduction of objective fact, it would be the one that's wrong. I mean, even if you taking your words and put it into context, somebody that person that taught you the sky is purple, even though you go outside and see that the sky is blue, that person who told you the sky is purple is the one in the denial state. So that person would be wrong, and it's okay.
Oh.
That's what
No, but the thing is,
Right.
you are told that it is purple, and then when you see, you don't know the color yet. You are told that
No, but no,
is purple.
Well,
So
Right.
you're
from what
gonna
he
think
said,
that it is.
no, I understand, but from what he said, though, I mean, it's colors are arbitrary, but we all agree, society mutually agrees on numbers, these numerical values, these formulas, and we all mutually agree on colors. If I show you a shade of black, you will say, hey, like the border on my.
You're missing the thought. See, you're looking one direction, but I'm saying it's another direction.
So check this out. The border on your screen right there, the outline, the portrait fade. What color is it? Is that black or is it white?
What you said, the outline?
The border?
Yes, the outline. Is that black or white? Because I'm gonna tell you it's white.
Wait,
what color is it? So on your border, the portrait that encloses you.
Okay.
The outside, the outskirts. So you're in there. You have your multicolors, but on the outside,
Yeah.
Well, I guess, but based on, so you see look at my avatar. On the outskirts of it, I'm going to tell you it's white. But what color is that?
I mean, you don't see anything. It's black.
Well, I'm saying it's white. So let's take that for an example. And who's right or wrong? Because I'm using your words here.
No one is right. No one is wrong, because you are entitled with your own opinion.
Thank you, Mar. She gets me.
I understand, but so it's three of us. There's three of us right now. I'm saying it's white, but two other people agree that it's black. So you mean to tell me by your logic there's no right or wrong person?
Yes, we're all correct, and that's the point. It's not always clear to see. See, you're trying to make an argument of
objective fact. So that's objective fact.
The logic of the world doesn't go that direction. So all that is you're going in a continuous circle. It's a continuous.
No, I understand, but I can imagine how would it be a complete circle when we still have that thing, objective fact? So if objectively, without the influence of our feelings, I'm saying this is white, but two people are saying it's black. Now, if we had to mutually agree on a premise, who would be correct in this analysis? I'm saying it's white, two people saying it's black, but one person is saying, well, it's just an opinion and we're all right. But we have to come to an understanding that this shade is officially one color. But you see, this is my point is, you see how the progression of a mutual understanding stops, and that's what I'm trying to gather there. That's what I'm trying to get to, because I'm like, well, somebody's going to objectively be right, somebody's going to objectively be incorrect, but the fact that we all came to a mutual agreement shows the progression of society.
It would be great if we did, but we don't, and that's the point I'm making to you. We don't.
So you mean to tell me it's literally okay for me to say that this is a white broader?
If that's what you believe, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be if that's what you believe?
Marcel, you think the same thing? Now apply again. I mean, we're looking at. I'm looking at from an integral standpoint, from an integrity.
Yeah.
Now, if from an individual would have to be like completely disingenuous to sit there and say this is not black. I mean, objectively black here. Now, if I said this is white, you would be totally fine with me saying that it's white, even though you literally see that this border is black.
No, I will not be totally fine, but I will respect whatever is your perception of things, because you're entitled with your opinion. And as long as your opinion will not affect how the society, the balance of society's peacefulness will not affect by your opinion, then that is fine with me. But
no, okay, so I will go back like with your, like I related the analogy with him and a mate, like your husband, if he made this claim, you would still accept that.
The claim of, about the cheating?
The color.
Yeah, about the color. The color. If he said it was white, you would say, you would say the same thing. Well, that's your opinion and it doesn't affect me, so I'm okay with it.
Why not?
You would say the same thing to your husband.
But to be honest with you, for me, I'm gonna say.
Hold on, Jay. Jay, I apologize, Jay. Hold on 1 second. Marcel, would you say the same if your husband said this is white?
I would still say what my meaning is. If I say that I see that it's white, and then you see that this is black, I respect that.
You would take the time out to explain. You would take the time out to explain to your husband because of why. Why would you take the time out to explain to your husband, but not to another person that you don't know?
I mean,
it's because the other person doesn't know you personally, that they might accept, they might react differently than the person that is really close to you. It depends person to person, your meaning.
So this kind of, so Jay, so like this kind of goes along with that. My point, other point is like this tags along with the societal, this is a element in society. Like we can't communicate with one another without the fear of potentially offending another person. But it kills. It's so many factors that this generates an inhibitor when it comes to societal progression that it's just like unbelievable. But even then, if I understand why she wouldn't do it because it's an inconvenience, but if it's something directly affecting her and her lifestyle, she's more willing to say something about it. Yeah. So it still goes back with so we're willing to put ourselves in a how can I say this? We're willing to put ourselves in a more of a, sorry about that.
Compromise.
Man. Heard the police around here. I'm sorry about that. But
I think compromise.
Compromise. We're willing to compromise more so when it comes to us. So I guess it goes back to say we're pretty much self-indulging. Like we want everything we want for ourselves, right? Would you think? It's like everybody in the world is pretty much selfish.
Yeah,
basically,
yeah, to a certain extent.
We are, in psychology, they study that it is basic human instinct, being selfish. It's because of the survival mode. Like you want to put yourself first to survive in the world.
Like as a threat, right?
Even if you see that on lower class animals, because we are all animals. And the survival mode, you want to put yourself first. And that's what makes you selfish. But since we are now more in a progressive world, we are now more education that being selfish is becoming now, I mean, the tone is becoming toned down, that selfishness, because we are more educated nowadays.
Yeah.
And there is other kind of really selfishness and, selfless. I don't
So
know
it's like
if
we
you
want instant self gratification.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm trying to understand. Help me get a picture of what you're trying to say. Well, I mean, the point. Let's round it up to say exactly your entire meaning of this, because I mean, we're kind of going. I get you.
Hold on.
But I just want to know your meaning.
Hold on, I got a connection problem. Jay, I apologize about that. Hold on, because my connection's
it's a
acting
bit
stupid.
choppy sometimes.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I can't wait for subjects like
I
this.
can't.
Everybody have their own opinion about whatever, but I would rather talk about other things and be happy.
Hold on, Jay. Can you say it again? You were asking me. You want to what now? You want me to sum up something? What did you want me to sum up?
Like the point that you're making with this.
Yeah, like what's your total? I mean, the objective of this conversation. That is what Jay wants. The complete.
Oh, y'all think I got ulterior motives? No, I would. It was. I can't tell you all my secrets, so I can't tell you what I'm going after here. But I mean, it was ultimately it was. Well, if you the conversation originally went from talking about the crime rate and getting the personal perception on things, but I just want to show, like, without even kind of having a header for like the topic or anything, how like it was for my own senses also, but just to see how conversations come to a dead standstill, come to a brick wall. Yeah. I never talked to y'all before I got on here. I just met Jay. But even then, when it comes to meeting people, we can see how fast the conversation just goes nowhere. And I go on the lives a whole lot, and I see a lot of people, they don't say anything. They just, read the comment section, things like that. And then that's, don't really have too much substance. But, I thought that was pretty interesting, to where even when Jay was on here originally, he was asking a lot of surface questions. I thought that was pretty interesting. What do you do, when you're not on here, traveling, little things like that. But the like, why is it that we don't get to the meat and potatoes of like knowing these people? I can't know you, MAICEL, if I want to take you out just from asking you, what do you, what is your favorite color? What do you like to do?
No.
Right. So, I mean, my thing is, like, I found it very interesting that we had to, just like me and Jay, I was getting good into knowing Jay's personality, his thought and his perception on things, and just how he handles situations. But you see how immediately how that stopped, simply because, it was something that he felt as though he didn't want to go dive deeper into. And it happens with a lot of people, and it was just, and I'm telling you now, but I like to get people's perception on things and see where their mind is. And a lot of people have stagnant mindsets. I mean, realistically, as far as transparency. Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think you're breaking up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's the delay. Go ahead, Jay.
No, what I was saying was, here's the thing. That's you as an individual, what you want to know. Like, you're basically putting your feelings and your thoughts on every single person in the live stream, right? So I'm asking questions that I want to know, even though to you they feel like, hey, they just surface questions, like, hey, what's your cover? But these are things that I really want to know, right? But you're looking like, nah, I really want to get down to it, like, hey, I don't know, like personal stuff and personal feelings. But that's not, again, that's not.
What's personal to you?
That's only what you feel.
What do you consider personal? What do you consider personal? Like if a person just walked up to you on the street, like what do you consider personal?
Ask me who I voted for. Ask me about the crime rate. That I would consider that, even though I may answer it, but I'm just repeating what you said. That's all. I'm repeating what you said.
I didn't ask who you voted for. Yeah, but I understand. But it's no different. But you wouldn't consider it no different from a person asking their profession, because a lot of times what's one of the first three questions a person's going to ask. Well, how old are you? Well, what do you work? What do you do for a living? You don't consider that personal because it's a correlation of who you are. Why wouldn't that be considered personal? Why wouldn't that be considered personal? But getting your thoughts on generic, I'm not going to call them generic, but I guess getting your perception on current events is something that's personal. Do you think it's personal simply because it gets people to think?
Again, apples and oranges. You're speaking upon how you feel and how you relate to a situation, and that's that was a question. I'm like, well, in the comparison of that, why would you? Well, I'm just saying, I could ask you, hey, what's your first and last name? Now, you may feel like that's personal, but I can ask somebody else that question, and they may not feel like it's. Everything is in the eye of the beholder. It's up to the person. It's on the person. Like what you're saying is, you're basically saying, hey, this is what I like to do. This is who I am. I just like to, talk to people and get their opinion. That's fine. That's fine. But I might not necessarily be that way.
So I guess the more you get a person to think, the more the person's going to get offended because they're thinking.
No.
So is thinking inconveniencing?
No, not at all. Come on, man. You like going all the way to left field. You going to left field. You going far to left. Like that has nothing to do with anything.
Hold on, my sound's going. Can y'all hear me? Oh shoot.
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly. I appreciate that we are talking about this on live, and I think that we can better do like a podcast type of live, which we can like Joe Rogan type, where we can really talk about these stuffs.
Right.
Do you have like a podcast type of live stream, Jay?
I don't even live stream. Oh. I haven't live streamed in a year, 2 years, maybe. Like I never liked live streaming. Like when I got on YouTube, that wasn't my focus or purpose of live streaming. Now, I like live streaming. I like to see people and talk to people and meet people, and I'm not shy of any of that. I'm the type of person, it could be 10 million people and you could put me on the podium and I can talk for hours. Like that's just
cool.
That's why it doesn't bother me a bit. Now, when I was younger, I couldn't talk in front of 10 people.
So,
but, I love to hear people, everybody's opinion, and it's fine. But I'm with you. It's a time and a place for everything. So me and you are up here joking around, talking about, and here somebody comes with a serious topic. That's fine, but at the same time, we are guests on your stream. You know what I'm saying? We're guests.
My bad. My signal had somebody had called my phone and it messed me up. So basically, let me just ask. So nobody can know you basically. Because basically everything that you're saying, nobody should have the opportunity to know who you are as a person.
No, I would never say that. That's not.
So how can you make those two ideas?
I mean,
no, well, that's not what I'm asking. So I'm like, how do you make those two things coexist? So if I have to be very selective about what I say around you, but you probably would consider yourself a genuine person. However, I'm very limited about what I can ask you because of what may manifest.
No, 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 no. You
So
are
how does
never,
that? But how can a person be genuine, but a person? Uh-oh. Did I lose you again?
No, I'm saying you don't have to be limited in what you ask. You can ask. I mean, ask what you want to ask. You know, I can either tell you yes or no, right? That's it. That's just it, and that's all. You know, it's not saying, well, you know, you can't never get to know me. No, I mean, if I felt that way, I wouldn't be up here, and I'm going to be
Well,
up here.
but I mean, no, I understand, but you don't see how it, like, kind of contradicts itself. You know, because I mean, the conversation may become so controversial in your opinion to the point.
No, but you know, it depends on the individual. There is nothing you can say short of basically cussing me out that's gonna make me be like, okay, I'm just, you know, there's nothing else I got to say to this guy. You know, I mean, you can get to that point. I think you can get to that point with anyone. You know, ask whatever you feel.
You can. I mean, anybody can get to that point. But I'm just saying, as far as like when it comes to just being genuine, when it comes to just having some integrity, you know, progression of society, like it kind of goes into the cancel culture that's going on now. I mean, we can't talk about things that literally matter, that help with the progression of society without someone getting offended.
Yeah, but that's society
because
today.
Those things are wrong.
That's what society is today. I mean, and it's not, I'm not saying that it's right. You know, I hate it. But I mean, that's what society is. And because you are a member of society, then you have to follow the spoken and the unspoken rules. Now, you can be someone that doesn't follow it. That's fine. You can be someone that does whatever you like. That's fine. But me as an individual, I don't live for life. So I don't have to live the consequences of it or the rewards of it. You know, your life is your life. I kind of get what you say. I kind of understand a little bit, you know, but I mean, again,
Jay, you like women, right? Because you said you married. You like women. I like women. I love women. Okay, so but Marcel, you dated men. You like men. You love men, right?
I was waiting for
Marcel. I like part shooters. Very, very generous to our small YouTuber live streamer.
No, I'm talking about I'm saying men. You love men, right, Marcel? You love men. Men, not me. Men, boys. You like boys.
Men. All right, men. Okay.
Yes.
Of course I do.
You love men, right?
That's why.
Right. Okay. So here's the thing, Marcel. You've dated men, right?
I did.
You've dated men, and Jay, you've dated women, right?
Yep.
You've dated.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So here's the thing, and this is here's the thing, Marcel. Do you like game? Yeah. Do you like men? Do you like us men running game on you? Do you like me fabricating a false reality of what I can provide for you?
No.
Do you like Marcel? You don't like that?
Fabricating?
Do you like me fabricating a false reality of what if I told you? Let's just say you're in another country, Marcel.
Like no, I would like.
Okay, but it goes with what Jay's saying. And Jay, I'm pretty sure you don't like women running game on you neither. But here's the thing, and this is what I'm saying. If we all accepted genuine people, we wouldn't have to have this circular problem with dealing with phony people, dealing with the game. You know, it becomes very infinite real quick. But I think this is the thing, though. I think we like.
If was the fifth, we would all be drunk. That's what he
if was the fifth.
If we would all be drunk. I know what
I know that's right. Boy, I'll be toe back.
I live here now. It would be all everything you said would be lovely. Would be if we all could hold hands and walk together and sing and do everything. That would be a beautiful thing. But that's not where we live. Unfortunately, That's not where we live. So I mean, I don't
So
know.
I mean, can we say that we like game then? So I mean, we must like it, because if we're willing to put our, just like the whole color thing, just like I say this is white, but y'all are both willing to sit there and say, well, to prevent from having an adverse reaction of this person, I'm willing just to agree and to submit, and I'm not going to question anything any further. So same with the dating a person. We don't want to ask certain things because I think as human beings, we enjoy the what I want to say. We enjoy the, I guess the plot twist, the climactic points of not knowing what the person could lead us. Would you agree?
I mean,
No, I
try.
don't. No, it's a different level.
Yeah,
When you are,
But correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what, but I mean, but you see what I'm saying? But the logic still applies. The principles still apply both ways. I can't sit there and want to date MAICEL, but be a genuine person and then tell her something that she want to hear without offending her.
So what's the solution to this problem?
No, well, it starts with you. It starts with you.
mean,
So I'm like, what?
Is that the way?
Well, I'm saying it starts with a conversation. That's what I'm saying.
Start with a conversation,
and it starts.
And you would like to have deeper connection with somebody, being genuine, that you can really be yourself. Is that what you are trying to say?
No, he's taking a small picture and he's painting with a broad brush. So basically, he's giving examples saying this is why society is the way it is, and he's saying we can change society if we started with just a conversation, just to open the door. I don't agree.
Yeah.
I don't. Because this is, I mean, what we live in is it's going to take a lot more than that. But
yeah, again, it is.
I understand what.
So I understand, but hold on. Here's the thing. But when it comes to building a house, you don't build mid-ground. You still have to have a foundation.
Yeah. But it will take, I think, generations and generations before you can.
Yeah.
You had that. I got you look. Jay, you had that. I got you look on your face.
Yeah, for you to get this perfect picture of society where, meanings really coincide in one point of view that everybody would agree, it will take really generations for us to achieve that, because we are made differently, and we will always clash with our backgrounds, with our point of views, where you come from. There will never be one general. I mean, okay, we will agree with colors, we will agree with numbers, whatever, but the general meaning of people, it would always be diverse because of where we come from, our culture, and that's it. And it has too much influence that we cannot control.
You said everything beautifully.
I mean, I'd imagine everybody likes genuine people. I'd imagine everybody likes genuine people.
She closed it for you, because that was the point I was making with the colors. I see one color, you see one color. Everybody has their own opinion and general thought. Now, you feel like, okay, this will start the conversation to change. Maybe, but it hasn't yet. And I guarantee you a lot of people that had conversations. It's going to take a lot more and a whole lot. That's just like you asked me about violence and race. And I'm telling you that the problem is we're portrayed as the bad guys, but we're really not. You know why? Because it's more of other people than us. But yet we're the ones that's portrayed of, you did this, you are doing this, your people, your people. That's what they. But if you look at the numbers, if you actually go look at the numbers, you'll be like, wait a minute. Why is there more Caucasian people in jail overall than there are black? But I only see the stuff that black people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not to get that deep. So what I'm saying is, it's gonna take a lot. It's a long thing, and we can't fix it all in one conversation. No. We're not gonna fix it all here either. We can't fix it.
We can talk about it overnight, but
yeah, we can't fix
it.
That's
the only thing we can do.
Yeah, so I understand. I get you. I get what you're saying, but it ain't. Look, Everybody got a
Yeah, I mean, I
history.
like that. I mean, I just think it's very general. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, I think just like the conversation topics, I mean, I think that's very topical. I mean, in the sense of like, well, you got a person that's saying like, it's like me saying, hey, man, I'm willing to, you know, we're playing basketball together because we're shooting out different pointers. We're taking shots at, you know, having some type of dialogue. We're all playing together. But here it comes to a point where, you know, we need to figure out who's going to be a point guard and who's going to be, I think, a center or whatever. I don't even look at sports, but we can't agree on something. You know, you got one person that's saying, I don't think you need to be here. I don't, you know, you're saying, well, we shouldn't go further. We shouldn't proceed. But if we're all going to play together, there has to be some structure and some organization.
That's why you have a coach. That's why when you
so some
coaches,
somebody's going to have to be somebody.
Like when
who would have to be a leader to be who's going to be the ultimate? Who would have to be the ultimate moral compass for society?
I can't answer that
because I mean,
I cannot answer that even.
Yeah, I can't answer that. I mean, you got to be your own.
So you see what I'm coming from. Well, you see what I'm coming from. Where I'm saying like, well, it comes to an individual sense of submitting to accept another person. If we can accept another person, then we can accept how we feel about ourselves. So it must be something that is probably like what intrinsic, something that is within us that's preventing us from wanting to understand and accept another person. Is it like a self-acceptance type thing or what?
Listen, I hear you, but I'm really not trying to, I'm going to say this part and I'm going to leave it at that. Most of how we think as a society was put into us from years and years of training, years of training of what to feel and what to be and what to. I mean, this is over time. All this was built into the school systems. It was built into the government. It was built into the hospitals. All this is built into it over years and years and years and years of time. Now, if someone could come along and say, okay, this is what we need to do to fix it, it would be fixed. But you know what the problem is? Those people get assassinated. You know why? Because there are people that profit and gain from us being the way we are in every country. So it's a much bigger picture. You know, you need a bigger stage. You know, maybe we can put you on CNN or something. You need a, you know, you can get all this off your chest, but we're not gonna fix it here. Now, I'm not gonna say we can't have a conversation. We can have a conversation. That's fine. But you know, it's kind of going in a circle right now. Basically, we like, okay, none of this we do, you know. So I don't know what much more you want to know. Because I mean, that's it for that. You want to know what color I like? Sure. I don't know. I don't know what more you want, but that's as far as I can tell.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny. It was so funny. It's funny that you brought it up because I was like, you know, I think we gotta stay generic. Like, what's your favorite color? So I was thinking about that, but I was calling myself being comical. You know.
Yeah, that's not generic to me. But
I mean, so like, what would like if all three of us are on this live right now, what would all three of us have to talk about? I mean, because we can sit there and talk about travel all day, but yet at the same time, we still have to provide our perception on things. You know, the food that we like, the food that we don't like. So we just have to agree to disagree.
Look, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter. I mean, you don't have to have a topic. We don't have to sit down and write on a piece of paper. Well, what are we going to talk about up here? You don't have to, because it's depending on the personalities of who you are. That's not even a thought. When I came up here, the last thing I'm thinking is what we're going to talk about. I'm thinking I get to be up here with my friend MAICEL on her channel. That's all I'm thinking. That's it. That's all. I don't have to think more. We can talk all day about nothing. That's all. You know what I would like to talk about?
This goes back. This correlates. This does correlate with the channel, believe it or not. Whether you realize or not, I mean, this does have to deal with content. This is a content channel, so you see what I'm saying. Draw this all back to conclude the fact that when it comes to having genuine content, we're all totally okay with agreeing to disagree. and to just be generic. So how do a person genuinely have content if there's really nothing to talk about? There's no substance to provide. So what kind of channel does a person have then?
No, Kai, it depends upon what kind of channel you would like to portray to the public. There are different categories that you can choose of. It doesn't have to be as deep as what you are trying to tell to the public right now, because that would be another genre. We have different platforms of channel, like if you want to do about traveling topics, you can do that. If you would like to do parenting, that is also another genre of your channel. It depends upon what kind of part of channel that you would like to channel to the public.
Right. Let me ask you a question. What is your conflict resolution with your channel?
Conflict resolution of my channel. I mean,
conflict resolution. Jay, is your mic working? I couldn't hear you.
No, it was on mute for me. I had to get a charger. My phone. So let me ask you this.
So yeah,
I don't really get I mean, if I ask you back to your channel, what has it done for you? The resolution.
Conflict resolution. There's a problem.
Because if you say about
I'll explain it.
Resolution is a problem, right?
No, well, I'll explain it. So when I have a vehicle that comes in that's disabled, there's a conflict. The vehicle is disabled. It doesn't work.
Okay.
And then there's a resolution. There's still plenty of substance that we take away because these are unique case studies. So and everybody has this with their channel. I mean, you watch a movie. You watch love and romantic movies. Jay, you watch movies. But there's conflict resolution that keeps you intrigued. It keeps people interested. That grasps people's attention. Because there's a lot of meat in between. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot to indulge, and then there's something to learn from it. There's some type of parable. I mean, I'm not from the religious standpoint, but there's something to interpret, to take away from it.
I think you
so we all learn a lesson.
There's two people
having I'm reading the definition wrong, but the definition problem using wrong. But I'm just saying when it comes to conflict resolution, my thing is like, well, how else do you gain a person's attention? And it still goes back to the conversation we had when it comes to quote unquote, y'all say, thinking too deep. I think it's very topical because everybody has these thoughts, just like relationships, just like woes in life. I mean, I think these are very generic, but I mean, these are still things that keeps people intrigued. And that's why I'm asking you, well, Marcel, I don't come to your channel like that. I just think it's like my 4th, 5th time. So I'm in and out. I'll throw some money and I'm gone. So my thing is like, well, what is the conflict resolution? Because I look at here's the thing. And this all ties into what I'm talking about because this is a promotion channel. But sometimes I'll like scour the deep web, deep web in the sense of like YouTube. I'll find these channels that literally don't have any type of views. And I find some people that have thousands of views, but we're still talking about like, well, what keeps people coming? What keeps people there? What keeps people coming on the stream? Well, and that's what I'm talking about, conflict resolution. Because I mean, they're even like with the engagement, they're like, because you still got people. I'm pretty sure you've seen this. There are some people online on YouTube that literally upload videos weekly, and I'll lie to you not, they have 1 view a month. Yeah. Some have 0 views. And I'm like, well, and I learn from these people because I'm a pessimist by nature. And then there's something else that they're doing wrong. I mean, there's have to be something that's going to be more captivating to people that keep their interest, intrigue their interest. And so, and that's why, so do you see my point here? Like, if this is a promotion channel, even though I brought up something that was totally arbitrary, I'm still drawing it home to more substance. So there's still, what is it that you two do that keep people interested? Because I know Jay, you said you had a channel, Marcel. Yeah. Even with the conflict resolution, because I'm gonna be straight up. I come here, I come to a lot of these these type channels, but everybody read the comment section. Why isn't it that there's no real engagement in getting their personal thoughts? And here's the thing, and I'm not talking about y'all by any means, but a lot of people typically have surface level cognitive developments. Like there's nothing.
That's easy.
So,
I can tell. Well, first of all, the conflict resolution thing, you're using that wrong. Conflict resolution is if me and Marcel was up here having a fight, who comes in and breaks it up. That's what conflict resolution is. That's
problem, right? Problem, essentially.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily, well, from a metaphorical standpoint, it doesn't have to be anything hostile. And my thing is like, well, but if you look back, the analogy I look with the movies, you still look at them. This drama, if you want to consider it that, with the problem, whatever, that's what still keep people interested. My point is there's something, even with, if it doesn't have to be physical, literal drama. I'm talking about the drama, the mental, cumbersome moments of thought.
Thinking on the wrong
Jay, look,
so just like you said, look,
go ahead.
You go to some channels and you're saying like, well, you know, what keeps people here, or what you are searching for, what makes you tick. You see all them people that's in her stream right now, they're here because of something else, not of what you're thinking, right? They're here for their reasons, right? And
they're here for my title. The title of my stream. They're expecting it to be delivered.
See, and
that was the purpose that keeps them triggering coming into my stream, because when they see the title, they have the chance to promote their channel. They have premieres. They gonna make friends. I mean, these people that are keep on coming back here, I have connected them to Facebook. We become friends on other social media. I don't know how you deal it with your
Marcel. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you like genuine people. Like I mean, we said it earlier. We both like genuine people. If I told you I'm only here to be only here to be your friend because Jay is your friend, would you trust me?
Huh? Oh, okay. You're here because
if I'm here, yes, I'm here because Jay said, "Hey, come here to support her." Would you trust me to be here for you?
I would trust Jay.
Let's put this in.
A genuine friend as well, because if you are the kind of type Jay is, which I trusted as a friend, why not trust you as well?
Now, based on that foundation, am I entitled to sit here and stay? Am I a reliable person?
Because you are being pushed by other people to come?
Yes. Am I reliable? No, seriously. Would I be considered a reliable person if I came here because somebody else told me just to support?
You came here because of somebody.
Yeah, that takes time.
Because they told you, they said support this person. If I'm supporting you, literally, I'm holding you up. It's not gonna be permanent, is it?
I mean, we don't look for it permanently. I mean, you support. You don't.
So I mean, is it going to be genuine? Is it genuine people that you?
But no, any real person is not expecting that. They're not. You know what? If you gave me $1, I'm not expecting $1 from you tomorrow. This is what you're. No.
Right, but here, right. So like that's a perfect analogy. That's perfect. If I gave you $1. Are you going to work for that next $1? We teach a man to fish, give a man a fish. So if I gave you $1, I'm there to support you. Are you going to do something that actually generates money for yourself? Or are you going to rely on that support?
That depends, though.
Like, okay, take a homeless person, for example. You give a homeless person money. If you give a homeless person money, Jay, you go out. You broke up.
Oh, I'm saying you're asking questions that can only be answered with time. Now
it's not time. It's fact. It's objective. It's objective facts. I'm gonna give you a real objective scenario. You've seen homeless people. If you give a homeless person money, are they not, or are they going to be on that corner tomorrow begging for money?
Maybe not. You can't assume.
What are the odds of it? What are the odds of a person? What are the odds of that homeless person?
The odds are high they'll be there tomorrow.
Right. So if they're high, they're going to be there tomorrow. Like, then same thing with the content here. Like, what is genuine that will bring people there that's going to constantly support their business?
You know what? You have to come.
Because
come back tomorrow. You'll see. Matter of fact, come back all week to her stream and you will see. Is that a good answer?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But I mean, you still got people here, like, even with the whole sub for sub thing. And now, like I said, I understand what's going on, but I'm just not in complete agreement with it because I don't think it formulates genuine relationships. So do you see what I'm talking about now?
Like, okay, I agree with this one. Where is what she said? She said about she's here to advertise her channel because that is what the title is about. And yes, like you said, you are not agreeing with it because of it's not really genuine. I mean, how can you promote
I can
channel with I mean, we are not famous, right? We are
here's the thing, and I completely understand it. But let me explain how it fails. And I'm like I said, can we say from? So let me explain how this fails. And that's why I don't mind sending money. YouTube pays me very well to have 5,000 subs. And if I had to tell, I'll tell you what I get paid later. Let me put it this way. When the people, that's why I told you, like, not to share my stuff. I mean, I don't mind giving money. You want it. But here's the thing. They've messed up the YouTube. YouTube has an algorithm that will, YouTube has an algorithm that promotes your channel based on certain criteria. If these people come, they mess up the retention value. They mess up the revenue. Simply because they're coming in, they're clicking the like, and they're leaving, your numbers go down. You don't have the retention there because these are not genuine people that are staying at your channel. If your retention goes down, YouTube is not going to share your content. So you're not going to make any more money. The other girls I sit there and talk to only make $40 a month. They don't even make the $100 threshold because they're doing the whole sub for sub thing. And that's what. Yes, and that's what I'm telling you. That's why it's a system that fails typically because these people go in, quote unquote, their house or whatever. They click the like button and they bounce. What do you think they do with the average? If you have an average, you have more people coming in and not staying. They're not genuine. They're not actually there to watch your content. They leave. They reduce your average. You don't make any money because YouTube is not going to share your content because based on the algorithm, people are not watching it. So my thing is, like I said, I completely understand what you're doing. I completely understand how the system works, but it's a failed system. Because like I said, with the analogy, if you had somebody that's supporting you, they're just holding you up. They're not building a foundation to stay there to keep you employed. Like my client base with work. These people come to me because they know I do good work, not to support me. I have people. This is the thing, and I here's the thing. I know my clientele, and Jay, I love black people. Don't get me wrong. I'm black, obviously. So I'm black, obviously. But here's the thing: reading people. When a person come to me and tell me, "Hey, man, I'm supporting you because we got to support our people," they're not coming back to me. They are not going to come back to me and give me the money. But I know for a fact I'm going to take their money right then and there, and I'm going to fix their stuff. But they're not coming back because of quality. They're coming back because of just the superficial support system. They're just going to hold me up just to be there, and they're going to leave. So same thing when I say for the sub thing. They're going to come here. They're going to go to your channel just to support you. They're not building a sturdy foundation where they're going to stay. And this is what kills your money because you want people coming back and constantly coming back, not because you're breaking shit. But I'm just saying, like, you want so to go back to all the analogies I was providing, like a genuine friend, you wouldn't trust me to watch your house. I need people that's going to sit there and trust me to watch my house, like stay at my house, the house sit.
Yeah.
So when I get back, I'm good. I'm set. You can't have that with people who are going to just come into your house and walk out. Now you got too many people walking in and out your house. Your shit's going to get stolen.
I get what your point. I mean, at the beginning of my live stream, I'm assessing channels. I'm teaching them that they really have to provide like 5 to 10 minute videos, um, so that they can provide better substance, because you cannot tell really good stories with short like a minute or two. Sometimes it take 5 to 10 minutes to tell a good story, right? And
Hmm.
but because of the retention nowadays is very short, a lot of people are indulged now in making short videos. um, I understand where you're coming from, that people really are not being genuine when they go to your channel to subscribe, because they were just, become a number of your channel, will not go back anymore. But you gotta understand that the people that coming into my live stream, they are all channels as well, and they would like to to grow their channels as well. And we cannot really depend. If they are all viewers and they really love the kind of contents that we are having, they will come back. They will check one of our videos if we upload something, if we are a fan of that kind of stuff. But you gotta win the viewers. These are channels, they are not really viewers, and that's why they are also competing in growing their channels as well. um, and that's what makes it a failure. It
Let
becomes
me
a
ask you. Let
number
me ask you a
one.
question. Let me ask you a question. There's 1,000 ice cream stands, okay, and everybody's selling vanilla ice cream, and you're selling vanilla ice cream also. Like, what's the difference from yours? Because there's a bunch of other people that does the same sub share. Like, what's the
Yeah.
difference between you and the other people that do this, and
because
with in regards to
because they're
content?
not Maricel Canoy. There's only one Maricel Canoy vanilla.
Because they don't have the same name, basically, is what you're saying.
No, it's not about, because Maricel is not just Maricel Canoy. It's a genuine person that is speaking to them. I'm not the kind of person
Well,
that I'm
I
gonna
know, but
watch.
it
Oh,
goes back. But it goes back to what I was asking. Like, well, what is your conflict resolution? Like, what is the thing that
being me
grasps
as a live
people?
streamer, that makes me my resolution, because they will not come back to my stream if they don't find me interesting enough, if I don't be able to promote their channel enough, if they're not satisfied of my stream, they will not go back. So I would end up a one viewer only, or never. And that is, I think, being a live streamer would also showed kind of character, that you are genuinely doing
Well, it
what you're
still goes.
doing.
No, I
Makes
understand, but it still goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I mean, if we're not talking to our peers and we're not getting them to think, then what is it that's drawing them closer to us? If we're not painting, if we're not giving them our personal perception on things, I mean, how can they
yeah,
know our personality?
yeah,
What have
that's
you what have you provided
yeah,
with
with
people to
you.
get them to know your personality?
All right, sorry,
Mhm.
I'm back.
No, yeah. So what have you provided with the people in your audience? What have you painted?
My if they have for sure checked my, because I saw them commenting. These people in the chat have been commenting on my videos, like my latest videos. I'm also showing them what I have achieved in YouTube. I give thanks to all my subscribers who are supporting me, and I celebrate with them. And they are still the same person that keep on coming back here. And that is, I think, the substance that they are getting from my channel, and
Yes,
that they keep on supporting me as well. And that makes them genuine, because they
but
get to know me not only as a content
Well,
creator
what
or
do
what
what
I'm
do
posting.
no I understand? What do they know about you?
but you know something, I can tell you this too. I can tell you this just to make it real simple. She doesn't have to do any of that. You know why?
Well,
We all
okay.
like her genuinely. It see
Well,
that's
I understand the people are there,
she
but
doesn't
what do?
do any of that.
Well,
She's telling you, well, I'm coming in, I'm speaking for you. I'm sorry, Marcel, but I gotta speak. She doesn't
so I'm speaking for you. No,
owe
I got you.
she doesn't owe anyone anything here. It doesn't. It's not like, okay, I have to. She does it. She does it out the kindness of her heart. But everyone here can tell you they don't expect that. They
I
don't
understand. I understand. I understand. So what you're saying, y'all are. y'all are here because y'all are here, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
You want to be
Pretty much.
here.
So
You wanted to be here.
let's go with the principle analogy. I love analogies. Would you? You're not Jay. You're not dating. You're not married to your wife because you just know her. Marcel, I'm pretty sure you're not dating somebody because you just know them. That, and if this logic was true,
wanted
you
to
would be dating
with
any arbitrary
somebody.
person for a valid reason. Correct me if I'm wrong. Why
You
are you
are
with the
there
person that you're
because
with
you
now?
wanted to be there. That is the reason.
Right.
You want to be there. If it's your will, then you gotta go to your will. And these people, they wanted to be here.
Right.
That's their intention.
You know, every time
Mm-hmm.
she turns on her computer and presses the live button, it could be 0 people here. It's not, nothing is known. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
She always had pretty big numbers a few times I came. I thought I've seen like, how many, you have like 300 people sometimes, right?
But I'm just saying that's the point. The point that I'm saying is you don't necessarily, it's not like you're saying, like you said, you're dating someone just because they're there. Like they're standing there.
No, I understand, but I was going back because she said that she does provide, some form of personal perception, and that's what I was going after. I really honestly think that people come because you're attractive, and I mean, honestly, I think that's what it is. Look at them smile. Look at you. But seriously, but I think that's a lot of stuff that we do on the internet. Jay, you're pretty too. I don't stop. But I think a lot of things that we do on the internet has a lot to do. It correlates with our social interaction in real life also. Because I mean, we can capitalize it, but I think we have to have something that's more attention grabbing on the internet. It's like online dating. I mean, I'm pretty sure you both know how difficult it is to date somebody online. It's just there's have to be something that's elevated to grasp that person's attention. Why do you think a lot of people have these exaggerated profiles?
But again, it's up to the individual. It's hard to speak. Like, you can only speak on how you. No, I take that back. You can speak on how others feel, but that don't necessarily have to be true. It don't have to be right. You know what I'm saying? If you speak on how you feel, I would believe you 100%. If you was to speak to me on how Marcel feels,
Jay, no, come on, Jay, come on, Jay, come on. You say if you speak how you feel 100%. Jay, we literally just went over this. Come on, Jay. You literally just, let's go back. You literally just said a while ago certain conversation topics were controversial and we would not have those topics.
No.
Come on. Come on, man.
You told me out your mouth, I'm here because she's beautiful. I will believe you 100%. Why? Because I'm taking your word at face value. I'm taking your word at face value. If you told
I said people are here. The people are here because she's beautiful. And hold on, let me Jay, I'm sorry. Jay, let me cut you off. Jay, let me cut you off. Simply April, what conversation topics has she had? That's what I want to know. Like what I'm just asking her because she says something about that y'all have conversations. Can she explain what conversation? I'm sorry. I apologize.
My friend Simply April. You're gonna have to pick somebody else.
Who's that? Simply April. She said that they'll have conversations. I mean, what conversations have y'all had? We have. We're here because we learn a lot from her. What have you learned also from her? So, how to enhance our channel, and we love her, sir. Yeah, but she brought up conversations. I mean, April said y'all have conversations. So yeah, what conversations have you had? Sorry, Jay, I had to get that out, man. But yeah, I mean, you would believe me if I said you believe me when I express my feelings of that people are here because she's attractive. I mean, she is, but I'm correlating that with the public interest.
No, face value. It don't necessarily have to be true. I'm saying I'm taking your word to me at face value because you said it. Not because somebody else told you to say it, because you said it. Now, if I believe it's true, I don't know. That's different. But I'm just saying I'm taking your word at face value. Like you should take everybody else's word at face value of what they're saying. You kind of want you want to have this back and forth. You kind of want to have this argumentative, perspective. Like, well, why is you doing this? Well, you can't do this because then this is, it's just It's a never-ending circle. It's a never-ending circle. Hey, what's up, Shin?
Hold
People
on one
are
second.
really intrigued. This makes my live stream very, very interesting, guys. People are listening. They are
Just saying. Hey,
typing.
look, I gotta. Hey, let me cut you off for a second. I got a car getting towed here, so give me a minute, and I'll be right back. Hold on one
All
second.
right.
I understand. It's fine. I understand what he's trying to get at, but I can't see the end result of it all. I'm lost there. I'm still waiting. Maybe he'll come to it today, tomorrow, the next day. I don't know.
We have fun, Jay, Do you
Yeah,
remember
fine.
yesterday? It was half past 2 a.m., almost 3 a.m. here. And I don't want to go up from the stream because it was, we went to Celeste from Rana Vlog. It was, yeah, it was just fun, I like the conversation, the music. Yeah, that's kind of stream.
Yeah, it's fine, but he
Hi,
was.
Eric Maria's channel said, but this stream keeps this live going. I want to hear more, lol. Yeah. Oh,
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean,
yeah.
I'm trying to open mind and listen, and I think every time I think I understand what he's talking about, he tell me I don't understand. So I don't know. Maybe I need to keep listening.
Yeah. So,
But you know what? I got a daughter that's 25 years old, and I swear they sound alike. They sound alike. They sound alike in their reasoning and stuff. I didn't, I'm just saying she's, she just got that, not I know it all mentality, but she kind of got that I know. Every time you tell her, well, you need to do this or don't do that, it's like I know.
yeah.
And then when it goes bad, it's like I want to say I told you so, but then I can't told you so. Then I just got to be there and be like, oh, it's gonna be okay. But in my mind, I really want to say I told you so. But
I told you. I love listening with him, and she answered it very politely from Erich and Maria channel. Do you know Erich?
Eric,
You carry yourself well from Erich.
well, you know what, Marcel, you did a wonderful job. I promise. I know a lot of people that this wouldn't listen. If he would have came to Rona stream right now, Vinny and they'd have ran him off by now.
Vinny. Yeah, Vinny.
Yeah, they would have ran him off real fast. But it's cool. I do understand. I appreciate the talk, but it's a most of the questions he's asking is an individual thing. It's hard to, it's hard for me to ask you a question that pertains to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's more likely that if you ask me a question that, if I ask you a question that pertained to you would be different. So that's what it is. Like, where do you like to travel? What do you like to do? Those are questions that's easily answered because they pertain to you. I can't come to you again and say, well, you live in the Netherlands. What ran you out of the Philippines? It's like you're like, wait a minute. Like, but it's just that, it's just different. I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna put you solo so that you can talk about your channel. I think there's not much people who knew the right way.
Yeah.
The right way, guys. We are already connected last year with Rana Vlog live stream because I used to go to Rana Vlog, and with Rana Vlog, there's a lot of English speaking people come there, so she is really obliged to speak English only. And on my stream, it's like 70% are Filipinos, so they speak on the chat there. They chat only Tagalog, and 30% are English. So that's why sometimes, I think most of the time, at 80%, I speak Tagalog and at 20%. But I appreciate you because you still come here, even though. But does your wife speak Filipino or not?
No, she does not.
Oh, okay.
It was funny. She does not. Her mother, who was 100% Filipino, does not. Only her grandmother does.
Oh, all right.
Only that's because they were born here.
Yeah.
So I guess it's one of those things that, like when you're in the U.S., it's like it. If you're Spanish and you grow up in the U.S., you probably would speak Spanish. But like Tagalog is like something it's so far down the line. It's hard to find many Filipinos speaking Tagalog, in a huge community. Because you have like the Asian community, you have a lot of Chinese speaking or Mandarin or different Spanish. So it's like Tagalog is like very hard to run across people speaking Tagalog.
Yeah.
But I do be here and I do listen. I do listen because I really want to learn. I really want to learn and understand because when her grandmother gets upset and she cusses, I want to know what she's saying.
You should do Google Translation. I maybe record that one and then do the translation.
Hey, Google Translation, man, don't work good. Man, don't work good. It doesn't. If I promise you, I probably would be speaking Tagalog much better. My Google Translator, you can't find Tagalog. I don't know why. Maybe I got the wrong one. But our channel is a family channel. We've been on YouTube over 2 years. It's been over 2 years, not 3, but over 2 years. When I started, my wife was basically like more of doing everything, and I was more in the background. And as time went on, it kind of changed. She was doing other stuff, so I'm kind of like the one that's always here, the one that's always on. At some point, she, talks to me every day about she want to start doing lives again. I really don't, but I will. And we are connected to some of everyone. When I started, and that's the biggest thing. When I started, I was taught that your community is everyone that starts with you. So it didn't matter, what nationality you was, what color you was, if you were a fisher or a hunter, or we were all small YouTubers, and that's
that's true.
So that's why I learned always connected to everyone. I learned never put yourself in a box. Like even I understand, like you have communities, but if you put yourself in a box, you're limiting yourself because YouTube is already putting you in a box.
Mm-hmm.
Put yourself in a box inside of a box. So it's better to get to know everyone, and eventually you will start connecting and seeing all kind of people.
Yeah, you will pass through different communities.
Yeah, so and that's it. And I love everyone. I love everyone. I think there are some people. I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. There are some people I think that's more special than others. It's fine. It is what it is. That's just how I feel. But I do enjoy to see everyone. I like to see people win. I like to see everybody win.
Yeah.
So again, I try to watch people's video. I might not understand a word that's going on, but I watch it. I will watch it all the way through. Maybe I kind of understand it. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's something that I understand. But I truly just love to support people because it's one of those things when you give, you get in return. And that's what I learned in YouTube. So I just give, and don't look for a return, and it comes back.
Yeah. That's true.
So that's my sad story. That's my sad story.
All right. So, guys, I'm gonna be just posting on my community who won for tonight. because I was planning to, this one. These are the active participants for our promotion of premieres and channels and upcoming streams. Hey, RA! Big shout out to RA Wanderlust. It's in the house. Epic Fun and Games. Big shout out to you.
All right,
I saw actually a lot of new names that came into the chat because they are curious of what you're talking here in the stream. When people get interested, they were like, "What they're talking about here?" And it's the topicals. Like,
but
I was so
perfect.
ecstatic what they were talking on the chat. I was like,
Yeah,
they
that's
were also interacting about what's their reasons, and I love the way they put their thoughts on the chat. For example, I really appreciate what Simply April said about they're here because they like my uniqueness and they're here for good reasons. They like the way I do my stream, that they have learned something from my stream, and that's like rewarding.
yeah.
For example, here, like Simply April said, we're here because we like MAICEL Canoy, how she delivered the conversation. We like good teacher to us, and because she is unique, period. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And here, she helped people who are trying to be monetized and trying to grow. And that's basically, that's also their purpose being here. And it's only additional that you also gain really, if you would talk about genuine support, it's even if you have like 1 million subscribers, you cannot say that those are all genuine to you.
Yes. That's
So
true.
there's only a very small percentage that those people really, they just bump up to your channel and then they subscribe, or they were searching in YouTube and they suddenly see, oh, this video I would like to watch because this is important for me.
Right.
This is the answer to my questions.
Right. But they don't subscribe.
Even without you promoting it.
Right.
Yeah. And as a small YouTuber, you will find people that are really genuine to you. You cannot. It's not more than 10 of your fingers.
You know
that.
something? But that's why YouTube says that their average of people who your subscribers that watch your content is only 10%.
Yeah.
The average of
the average.
Have 1,000 subscribers, only 100 will watch on average. Well, that so that tells you a lot about this platform.
Yeah, that's true. Like when the end of your stream, and then like you have, for example, 10,000 subscribers, and then when you upload video, and people check out, and then you got like 50 views, 100. That's not even 10% of your subscribers, because a lot of them are channels as well, and they gotta take care of their channels as well to grow and create their own community.
Yep.
And I do not really expect much of the people to, there's a lot of people already here in my channel who have begun with 20 subscribers, 10, and then they have grown and already monetized their channels, have their own community. I did not expect them to be staying all the time on my live stream, because they are a channel as well, and they have to take care of their channel and create their own community. We have to begin somewhere.
Yeah,
we all begin from one video and then expand it, and it's like a circle.
I agree with you. I fully agree with you. And it's funny, when we started YouTube, it took us 6 months, maybe 6 months to get 150 subscribers. It took
Really? Wow.
It took 6 months. And when we learned about community and people, and we learned about what it is, and people open our eyes, because the small YouTube community is different from the big YouTube community.
Yeah, you will not be seen there.
Yeah, it's like two different platforms. And we
Yeah.
had would tell us that we're bigger, that say, okay, you need to do this and this and this and this. And it didn't apply to us. It didn't help us at all, you know.
No.
But when we
No.
learn, and this, people like you, community, is what we learn. And I think we probably hit 1,000 subscribers like in the next 8 days. Like
Yeah.
like from 100. But it,
Yeah.
you know, YouTube has changed then, because it was a lot easier then. Like YouTube, you can you can, you know, do a lot of stuff, but YouTube is cutting back. But you know, the one thing that I want to tell people, that no matter how many views you get, no matter if you get 1,000 views or you get 10 views, just know two things. Know two things. One, YouTube is not your friend. YouTube, the actual platform, they're not your friend, because they don't care anything about you. They don't.
It is a business. It is a business.
They will not promote your video. They don't care what happened. It's billions of creators on here.
Yes.
The biggest thing that who cares about you is your community. That's and you use your community as a springboard, right? Because they can't support you forever. Just know that too. They can't support you forever. You know.
No.
People that come, you know, Marcella watch your video maybe this month, next month you might miss her the next 2 months. You can't expect, you know, can't expect everybody to be there. Don't get upset or take it personal. Just keep learning and try to keep building whatever way you can.
Yeah.
And that's really the moral of the story. It's like once a person gets you started, now you have to kind of get out there and find out what's best for you. And that's just my advice. I don't know much, but
yeah, we are just, you know, trying to grind here as a small YouTuber. And if it leads you somewhere, I mean, just doing live stream, like I can get my threshold within like 5 to 10 days.
Yeah.
And just doing my live stream, because there are really people what I come across here, and they're very generous and supportive to the small live streamers, because it's true. You know, the big platforms, these really big YouTubers, I mean, they will not notice you in the chat. They will not promote your channels. Hey, check out the rights way here. Yeah. We have a good friend here. Keep on coming back. No, they will not say that. They will be promoting their videos. Yeah. They will be promoting their collaboration channels, because they're already big and they want, of course, to grow bigger. But if you really would like to grow your channels, you gotta go to the basics, because this is free promotion here. We do not pay tons of money to be promoted. Sometimes you just make friends, and that's it. And then you grow eventually without even, you know, giving any penny. You just watch, you connect. You, especially if you are very, you know, chatty, you talk about the videos you have watched from a certain channel, and they appreciate it. Oh, wow, this person here have checked my latest video and they really like it. They commented, and then you appreciate it, and then it starts the conversation there.
Right. You know, something else. I think that one thing people need to do, they need to use their community as a resource. So you have many people that know, like, any problem that you're having, somebody knows, or somebody's been through it. Like, all you have to do is talk. Don't be scared. Yeah. Don't be scared. You know, if you have to get another person's social media, or if I had to just come to your live stream and keep typing my question 20 times till you see it. Like, don't be scared. Ask, because that's how we all learn.
That's true.
Yeah, I think so. And like
hi, Jeff. We have Jeff here in the house from Alabama. Jeff house in Flat Rock, Alabama. He just reached more than 1,000 subscribers. I think a week ago he was trying to reach the 1,000 subs. Congratulations, Jeff. House
Congratulations.
in Flat Rock, Alabama, for reaching the threshold of YouTube. Congratulations.
You know, I
It's
always
here again.
when you
So
hit
nice.
1,000 and that 4,000 watch hours, that's when YouTube begins.
Yeah, that's
That
the grinding really begins, guys.
yeah, it gets much harder after that. I mean, you have to kind of take it serious after that. I mean, you don't have to take it serious, but you know, yeah, you kind of do. You know what?
Right.
I can't remember what was the guy's name. What was the other?
Part shooter.
You said pie shooter.
Part shooter.
Oh,
Parts shooter.
part shooter. Okay, part shooter. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Congratulations.
I guess he's not a. I guess he's not a content creator.
He is making contents about auto mechanics. This a lot of things actually. I find his content really interesting because it's useful. It's very useful. It has really focus niche. It
Okay.
has a focus niche about car parts and fixing all the things. Any issues that you will see, you can find it here. Like for example,
Well, that's good.
ignition switch. Like for example, the spark plugs from Lexus, Dodge Ram pit arm, and he has here also like the axle replacement, fuel pumps. Really, I mean, actually, yes, really, really decent contents. And I think this is the kind of what he's also telling us, like substance. And he
Yeah.
said that he doesn't really found much substance of the channels that are here because actually there are also channels that comes here. They are not making contents. They are just here because of the games. You know, there
Yeah.
are games. There are and then they're not doing anything anymore because there's no jobs out there, and they find something joyful here in YouTube, and that makes them also being conversive here in the chat. And I think that's why you find also, oh, this is not really interesting. You know, and you cannot avoid that one. These are still the general public.
Right. Right. I agree. It's just everybody has their own reason, you know,
Yeah.
why they come or participate, or you know. Here's a perfect example. We're on a panel together, and every day I see, most of the time, I see at some point in your stream that you will drop the link to come up. And you have, you have many, hundreds of people that comes through your stream daily. And it's like, okay, everyone has the same opportunity to come up. But, a
Yeah.
lot don't. It's just the individual, you don't know what the individual think or why they're here, or maybe they don't want to be seen, or I don't know. It's just different. So it's hard to try to, paint a picture of why someone does, unless you ask that person. Like you ask April, she tell you, I'm here for this, and this. Period. So, but it's good company.
Simply April, are you gonna have live later? Simply April. Let me check.
Sorry about that. All right, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Did my? Oh, sorry about that. No, I had a tow in, man, and I had a motor job I gotta do, and I obviously I would talk. Me and the tow truck driver got talking, so. But yeah, I used to tow cars and stuff years ago when we got shooting shit. So, but yeah,
Have you heard
what are y'all
the
talking
conversation?
about? So, because I'm sorry, I just got back in. I don't, I don't know if everybody done calmed down or not.
Oh.
Woo! So I'm gonna catch my breath. I gotta, man. I was running. Gosh, you want to enlighten me? Did I miss anything?
No, not much.
I was
I mean,
actually
we were talking about your content earlier. That I
Yeah, I'm a
told
grease
that,
monkey. I'm a grease monkey.
yeah, I talk about that I find actually your content very yeah, it's what you said about substance. Sometimes you don't see any substance with the channels that are here because not all channels here are on the, you know, on the growing. Some are for the games because these people are
Yeah, right. No, I
yeah.
understand, but you got a lot of people. So and that's so you remember what I was saying about the ice cream stands? You got a lot of people
Yeah,
selling vanilla ice cream. If
yeah,
you sell vanilla ice
yeah,
cream, what are you going to do differently if everybody else is selling vanilla ice cream? You're not going to sell vanilla ice cream. You're going to have to put some sprinkles or something on it to keep people coming to you. And even then, I can guarantee you go to most of these people pages who are trying to push their channel, they don't have shit. And I'm just going to be straight up. I mean, it's just them. They're not providing anything different. They have vanilla ice cream just like everybody else.
yeah,
So, and don't get me wrong, there's several other mechanics out there that can work and repair cars. But the thing is,
hmm,
I've went to other mechanics pages, and let me tell you, they're not to work. To multitask is something is obviously virtuous. I mean, because a lot of people obviously can't do that. You work, you do something, you hands on, and you can sit there and talk. I've had people actually in the city here actually like, hey, you're that guy on YouTube. It was kind of neat for somebody to recognize who you are on YouTube. I'm like, oh shit, you see me? Am I famous? And I only have like a couple. But people watched it, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool actually. But at the same time, these people are weird. I guess that goes on to another conversation topic. But these people on the internet are weird, man. I met a couple women off of here. Not like I'm screwing them or anything, but I just want to see where the conversation go. Because I'm very talkative. I'm not totally disagreeable, but Jay, you gotta understand, man. Imagine if I never said anything. You see how long I got your attention? We sat here and talked for a whole hour, man, and I just met you. You see what I'm saying? We sat there. So, but you see, I got tricks up my sleeve, man. And so I'm saying it to say that it's not that. Here's the thing: when it comes to having a conversation, it's not that we have to be generic. It's just what can I? And I look at it this way: even in the gym, I do this. How can I get this person to confess something to me? And and it's not, they don't have to sit there and tell you their deepest, darkest secrets, but I just want to get them to express themselves as who they are, get their personal perception on things. Because I think that's very important, simply because you've done your job as a human being to drag something out that a lot of people can't. I've had women tell me about their breast surgery. I've had women tell me that their husbands don't talk to them. But I think it still probably plays along with my image. It's unfortunate. I hate the fact, I hate this. I do not like the whole social dynamic, but I understand the rules. You have to look a particular way to talk to somebody. You have to do particular things to get the person's attention. Otherwise, people are just going to glaze right over you. So most of my focus is generally all about social interaction, man. I find it very fascinating, simply because we can always be surface level, but what can we do that's different? Imagine you, Jay. Okay. I kind of got the feeling, correct me if I'm wrong, are you very chivalrous? Like, will you hold the door for a woman? Would you not?
We've had this
if a woman
conversation about holding the door.
So yeah.
For anyone, I would hold a door for anyone.
Well, we're talking about women. Talk about women. What would you hold if Marcel walked through? If Marcel was coming to enter a building, would you hold the door for her?
Sure, why not?
And I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't.
But here's the difference.
I'm
not come all the way across the room to run over there to open the door. I understand. I'm gonna definitely. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna hold it open till you come in. But I'm
okay.
Go far out of the way unless that was something. Now,
no, I completely understand. But if y'all are walking to the door together, you would hold it for her. You would open the door and you would stand with the door open so she can clearly walk through, right? Right. Okay. I would not do that. And here's the difference, Marcel. Here's the thing. Let me just paint the picture there. And it's kind of manipulative. But why would I do? See, if you held that door for her, she's going to say thank you and she's going to walk right on. But if I push that door open and I let her hold it on her own, what do you think she's gonna say? She's like, what the he think he is? My thing is like, well, guess what? Just I had more of her mind than you did because I didn't do what everybody else did. You see what I'm saying? So I got in her mind. I had more playtime in her mind than you did because you decided to do the same thing that everybody else wanted to do.
Yeah, I get.
And don't get me wrong. I don't. Go ahead.
No, I guess I understand it. That's your personality, your mindset of like you
and
said.
It's screwy. It's messed up as it is, but it's screwy. But I mean, don't get me wrong.
Who am I to say it's messed up? All I'm saying is it's just different. It's different from how I would react. You act differently. That's what you would do.
But it's part of the game, man. But it's like, and I don't like it, but you got some guys who are willing to buy their way into attention. And I'll be honest. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's hard not to like.
Sorry, Jay. I apologize, man.
No, go ahead. I just.
It's the delay. It's not. Oh, I would talk to you again, man. I apologize. This is bad delay. I'm gonna shut up for 2 seconds and let you go ahead and say what you gotta say.
No, all I said was it's hard for you not to like it, and you do it.
No, right. No, I understand. But I mean, we have to set ourselves on different standards, man, to stand out in a way. And like I said, I don't like it, but I think all of us like to do. We like spontaneity. We like the fact that we have to figure something out. We like the conflict. We like the drama, and to a degree. I'm not saying we all like drama, but I think the social dynamic is the way it is because we don't want to bring ourselves out there. We don't want to show people who we really are because of how we may feel. And I think from even with the social interaction between men and women, men have to approach women in a particular fashion. Women have to conduct themselves in a particular way just to, make things work out. And then at some point in time, we can reveal our true self. But I think, man, you don't think that's phony? Like, I still don't, I can't grasp my mind around it. I want to show this woman who I am early on. So there's nothing to be led on.
You know what it sounds like to me? What it sounds like to me is, I had a saying that I said, this was when I was early, and you know how women always talk about, I can't find a good man, right? Or had a relationship, this guy was no good, then you get somebody else, that's no good, then you go somewhere else. Well, I say, if you spent all your time in the trash, what more could you expect to find but rats, right? And that's kind of what you're talking to us from what you like to do and what you think according to your life experiences, because that's how we talk.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're exactly right. Simply because because I think it's an environmental thing.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm beyond that. I'm past that. We don't know each other. Yeah. I can guarantee I've been through more than you can imagine. I could probably write bestseller books, but it's not something that go there with. I say little stuff here and there to people I know, but I understand what you're saying because I've been there. I've been there, and it's like you're tired of the rat race, but you got to understand you're tired of the rat race is because you're in the same race. You're in the same race. Go to a different race. Go to a different level.
Hey, look. So basically, that's a good interesting thing. So just take in consideration. So women and men, of course, we all have different competition. We all have competitions in our own sexes, and women have to endure something totally different. So Marcel, this kind of goes out to you. You don't feel as though y'all are very competitive with one another. I mean, especially, let me put it this way. I don't know how it is over there in the states that you're in, but here in the United States, we got a lot of women who are completely phony. I mean, they wear makeup, they wear fake hair, they wear fake nails, they have fake boobs, they have all types of cosmetic surgery on their body, and all to provide the illusion that they look like something of substance. And we're only getting a phony person. How do you feel when a woman carries themselves in that fashion? You were, I would assume, natural. So you don't feel any form of intimidation?
Wait, hold on. Marcel, can I cut in?
Sure, you can.
I just want to say this. Understand, women have been doing things to their appearance since the beginning of time. The lipstick on her lips is not real. The color of her neck, I mean, you know what I mean? Women have been doing things for beauty from the beginning of time. No, for real. From the beginning of time.
No, I understand.
So you can back and say men thought that was phony back then. Because now they get body alterations. What's the difference? It's no difference.
Well, it's a huge difference. Let me explain. It's a huge difference. Simple. It's a huge difference.
But again, you have to go back to the history of this. It's hard for you to speak. You're speaking upon now, saying this is just phony. They're just phony. You can't say that. This has been going on from the beginning.
Hold on, Jay. Hold on. I can't let you get away with it. Hold on. Let me put it this way. It hasn't been.
Listen, I'm telling you, I know, and something else I'm gonna tell you. Do you know women get beautiful? They put on makeup, they get body alterations, they do all that stuff. You know why? They do it for other women.
Why is it? Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. It's a different competition with them. Even it's like that for us men. But you know, the thing. Here's the thing. Us men are forced to change to improve ourselves. Women are forced to change themselves superficially. So like that's why younger women like older men. It's not the other way around. You know, it's let me explain. Here's the thing. Hold on. What?
I be looking what's going on right now. Most of these older women.
I'll explain. And I have a logical explanation for this. Simply because the supply and demand, women degrade over time, and don't take this wrong, but literally, this is serious. No, we do. But here's the thing. This is the difference. Women look for different things out of men, just as men only want one thing. We want a young, hot woman. Women want stability, security out of a man, whether it's financial or physical. Why? You know, so you put it this way. That's what I say this. Older men are forced to change because the woman wants more financial security and physical security and a stable man. So as we progress in age, we can't get that young woman. So guess what? We're gonna have to force to change our way with things just to be able to attract that younger woman. So we have to find a better job. We have to bring up our value.
You have more pressure. Men have more pressure than women because women just only have to make themselves attractive. And men
but that goes to
work harder so that they can provide for the needs of this pretty woman and young woman. And that's how the world works right now.
Right. I mean, that's how it works. But the problem is, you know, women have their own. They have more like, and I'm gonna say it this way: women have low self-esteem. What the self-esteem is lower because of the demand that they gotta do it. They don't have to endure the humiliation. They don't have to endure that like we do. So we get over that and become desensitized to humiliation sooner than women do. Because this is a life altering event for us men. We have to overcome that. Women don't ever have to do that because of us men. You know, honestly, simply put, we're the one to tell them, oh, they look beautiful, but they don't feel good about themselves because they haven't been degraded by their peers. You know, it's a double standard. You know, men can have sex with all the women they want and they're a player. Women can't because she'll be considered a hoe. It can't be one of those outspoken things.
There is some kind of limitations of how we perceive things. And
no, it is.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, yes, there is like inequality of how we really treat the gender equality. Like what you're telling, you said that, yeah, men can have a lot of women and then women cannot. And
I don't think it's a gender equality, but it's more of a it's a social.
People is thinking like that.
No, I understand, but I think it's more of a social thing. It's a social construct. So I mean, if it's something we can't talk. Well, it still go back to what I was talking about earlier. There's certain things that we can and can't bring up because of the social stigmas associated with the topic. So if we could talk about things more, be more outspoken, things would pan out a lot better. So it still goes back to what I'm saying, like as far as like being able to talk to a genuine person, but we can't do that because it's. Go ahead.
Not necessarily. Not because you talk it out don't necessarily mean it's going to end well.
I'll explain. Let me explain. I'll explain. Here's the thing. If I told you, and I'm totally outspoken. If I told you, hey, yeah, Jay, man, me and that girl had sex, man, she burnt me, bro. I had to go to the health department. You're gonna be like, man, you're a dumbass. I can't believe you gonna criticize me for something I've done. But a woman doesn't, and it's something I'm gonna have to emotionally endure to the point I'm gonna have to get over it. I'm gonna take it either bad, I'm gonna take it good. But I told you, I'm gonna have to deal with humiliation. I'm gonna either, and I mean, it's something I'm gonna have to deal with. Women don't do that amongst each other. So this is what I'm saying. Being more outspoken will put them put them mentally in a different scenario to where they're gonna have to deal with that emotional trauma. It's something that's gonna have to be rectified. But they just don't do it. And I understand because some things are just not here's the thing. I'm just like any other man, and I like a feminine woman. I like a woman, just like everybody else. But I'm just talking about the core problem here. So, but this goes along with how the social dynamic is. Like men are gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a better example. We're sitting here talking. I had talked to my wife, and she thought it was interesting. So she was actually in the stream listening, and she don't agree with nothing you're talking about. And that's fine. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because a woman can't raise a boy to be a man, and
you're right.
Can't raise a girl to be a woman. So it's hard for you to say, well.
Well, what didn't she agree on? What didn't she agree on?
But you're not a woman. You might have an idea, but it's not. It don't necessarily have to be truth what you're speaking.
No, I understand. But what didn't she agree on?
And you know what? That's why I asked you how old you are, because I can tell you I'm 45, and I learned with age a lot of stuff. Thing is stuff that I would hear from someone a lot younger, because. When you get that age and that maturity really hit you, when you go through stuff, you would think differently. Right now, you got
here's
that roof mentality, and I'm like, wow.
There's a difference. No, I'll tell you, I'm 35, but here's the thing: there's a difference. Now, I understand what you're saying, but the difference with the younger person and the older person is an older person is going to pick and choose their battles because they don't want to have to, which is completely understandable. You know, you see that old couple and his wife start bickering or whatever, that old man ain't gonna say shit. You know, and I understand it because he don't want to deal with it. But it's being more selective in its wisdom.
Do you know why? And why are they selective?
Because it's wisdom. It's knowing how to, like, let me put it this way. I remember I talked to a guy. You're not gonna tell your wife you're cheating at an older age. And I'm just honestly, because this is the can of worms you don't want to open up. I remember I talked to this older white guy, and because I asked him a question. I said, "Do you think it's necessary to cheat?" And this is oh, you there? And I asked him this question. This is how I am when I meet people. And I'm just jumping right onto the fire. I said, "Do you think it's necessary to cheat to ensure the stability of a relationship?" And he fed me this story. Not a story, but he told me about his life. He said, "Look." And this is I literally only met this guy for 3 minutes. This is how I am. But I'll tell you what he told me. He said, look, he told me how him and his wife was married and time he did cheat. And that moment to where he confessed to his wife because it was eating him up. And he said, you know what? She divorced me not too long after that. And what wound up happening was years later, they wound up getting back together. But, you know, it's one of those things that you just shouldn't say. You shouldn't open your mouth and say anything. And I understand that because some things are just best left behind the bushes. So like that man and, you know, in his cheating endeavors, you know, so I grasp where you're coming from, but it's more of a wisdom thing and certain things, just like certain women are not going to.
I enjoy talking to you, but if we were ever to meet in the street, our conversation would last minutes. I would have laughed and walked away from you.
No, I can let me put it this way. I'm not boasting about myself. I can promise you, you would not have walked away. I can promise you. Let me explain.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me explain. We have a variable here. You're on somebody else's platform. You're in front of an audience, and some people are not comfortable speaking in front of people. And I'm not saying that you're uncomfortable, but you still have to understand, like, when it comes to being I'm just going to say, and I'm not saying this out of context, but a person. I'm gonna put it this way. Let me revise that. A person with an integrity. A person meaning that they're not going to change. They know how to maintain civility. I can talk to MAICEL about anything under the sun and still treat her with civility. I'm not going to limit myself to what I can and can't say because there's no closed door policy with me, because I want to give that person the opportunity to explain themselves, and I want to be able to freely provide my insight, and we can all have an exchange of ideas. That's what makes this conversation go along.
If they don't feel
and
like
again,
the person that you're talking to.
Well, no. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. I can promise you. I can have a conversation with anybody with under any terms and get them to have a highly controversial conversation. And I'm saying it to say.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't.
Okay. I'm doing it with you right now, aren't I? So I'm doing it with you right now. It's been over 10 minutes.
Well,
we've been talking for over an hour.
You could not keep a conversation with me because I would laugh and walk away. I understand that, but hypothetically you're saying that, but realistically, I managed to talk to you for over an hour and a half right now. I had your attention for an hour and a half. Ever heard the saying, "An old fool was once a young fool"? I'm telling you, I've been there.
Let me tell you. Let me explain something about people.
You're just kind of, to be honest with you, you're just kind of rambling, connecting thoughts that really pertain to nothing. You're basically playing a game how you would play with women as you talk to them. You're just rambling and running thoughts together to keep the circle going. But anybody with real conversation would be like, "See you later, brother." And that's the honest to God truth. Now, I mean, I'm here with you.
Yeah, like I said, you can sit there and say that all day, but you still you fail to realize.
I tell you the truth.
I mean, like I said, no, I understand it, but you still fail to realize I had your attention for an hour and a half right now, despite the despite the conversation being controversial. So I still have your attention. So obviously, I'm still doing something right. So you're not correct in your analysis. So I'm saying
in your mind, your gauge to a good conversation is I'm still engaging with you. That's not my gauge to a good conversation. A good conversation ain't running me in circles and we keep going the same thing over and over and over and over.
I understand it, but it doesn't. I completely understand. No, and I completely understand where you're coming from.
I told MAICEL. MAICEL is the sweetest person in the world. If you was over at my friend's stream, if she's still going right now, you would have got chewed apart on that panel. You would have got chewed apart.
I understand, but I
wanted to leave.
I know, but no, and I understand where I understand where you're coming from, but you fail to realize my approach to a conversation is not to have quote unquote have the person have a quote unquote good conversation. My premise is to have engagement.
It's not. I mean, it's fine. But what I'm saying is, it's a one trick pony. It's fine.
It's not. It's not. What do you mean one trick? Hold on, one trick. What do you mean one trick pony?
It's a one trick pony. We can keep this. Okay, you can keep this conversation going. We could have been talking here for an hour about nothing you was talking about. We could have been talking about how beautiful she is. We could have
how blue the sky is.
Talking to people in the chat. We could have been talking what you tomorrow. I mean, we could have kept the conversation going for an hour, not going controversial. That's just because that's what gets your blood going to keep a conversation. You can keep a conversation with anything. That's not the only thing in the world that keeps a conversation. I mean, I'm looking at people in the chat saying the same thing. Like, what is this guy talking about? Like, what? I mean, but it's fine.
Well, you say that, I mean, I'm not. Well, again, I mean, I'm not influenced by what other people think about me, and I think that's the biggest difference between you and I. I'm not sold on what other people think.
Again, do what you.
And
do.
I think, well, you still have to. Well, the thing is, you fail to realize these people probably just came in. These people don't know what's going on. Some people want to be enlightened what's going on.
Yeah. They are like,
so
what's the topic about here?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is not. Well, again, I mean, this is something that like the people probably wasn't aware of initially anyway. And the premise was still about content. I mean, the conversation still is about content. It's just that it got diverted.
Where he at? E-Rich, like he said, like he was saying, what's the point?
Well, again, I mean, I mean,
I don't understand. I've been lost.
Well, again, I mean, I'm literally the person providing context. So
look, I asked you an hour ago. I was like, so what's sum this up? What's the sum?
I literally summed it up. Let me explain it. I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay. Everything that I talked about was involving engagement and content. But if you fail to realize that, that's my point. My whole point there is it causes people to think too much. I don't need the substance of other people to provide my insight on things. That's the difference between you and I. I haven't not looked at the comment. I only read the comments that she would post up there. And even then I was still engaging with other people, but I still stuck to my topic. Nothing has really changed with me. It's the simple fact that I don't know if you failed to see this, but you were the impedance when it comes to the conversation. Remember, early on when we started talking, even though some things became controversial, you were that it is the way it is because it is. I don't want to dive into it. But that's the thought process of a lot of people. A lot of people aren't going to dive into these things because it causes them to think. When you make anybody think, it becomes inconvenient. When it becomes inconvenient, people get intimidated and veer off. They run. It's a fight or flight response. But my point is, it all still stems to content.
Okay. If that's how you feel, this is all I can tell you. Okay.
I mean, correct if I'm wrong. I mean, but yeah, I know y'all probably got stuff y'all got to do. I'm gonna but like I said, it was still on topic with contrary to what you think. Want to see you part shooter. I mean, I'm the guy in the picture. It's dark in here, so that's why I got an avatar. I don't look any different. Yeah, I mean, I'm just the guy. I got muscles and I look like an average guy in the face. That's just, I like my avatar. That's me. My profile, that picture right there is me. I was 190 pounds there during that bodybuilding show. I'm actually 193 right now. So I was cutting for a show, but I just chose not to carry on with it because mentally I just couldn't deal with the dieting aspect currently. But I mean, there's nothing to see. I mean, I think my last video I showed my face a little bit, but I mean, what you see in the photo is what you get. Go ahead.
If your goal was to be entertaining, then we are thoroughly entertained. All right.
Well, I mean, if you want to go to that,
people are getting really intrigued of part shooter. They are demanding to see you. Show up, said Julius, and then Happy Gong show. Yes, she said.
I'm confused. I mean, the avatar shows me. I mean, it's dark in here. It's getting dark. So, I mean, like I said, the video, my channel literally shows my face on some occasions, but I mean, it's nothing a person. That's literally me in the profile picture. I don't know what more you want to see, but just take the image, the face.
I don't know. They want proof. I don't know. Maybe.
I have a YouTube channel called Part Shooter. My voice is there, my face is there, my body's there. I saw it. I mean,
yeah.
So right, so as I'm saying, it's like, well, it's nothing. I mean,
if you want to see him speaking, I mean, the videos is there. So
yeah, you can see my face.
Like I don't see you, like how Jay is doing, you know? Like to
Yeah,
see you talking to them.
Oh, well, let me. Yeah, well, all right. Let me turn the light on. But my point is, when
Like
I
what,
cut the
like a
camera
minute?
on, it slows
Okay.
down. Let me. No, no, not. Huh? Got a minute? What now?
not
What were you
not.
saying? I didn't hear you. Oh, let
Just
me.
a
Well,
minute.
I
Just a
turned the
minute.
camera off simply because it slows the. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, give me a second.
Show up before we end the stream. At least they have seen you. They're really intrigued. Like, who's these people here in this the panel? I mean, like, so it's Smart Shooter, guys, and the right way.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody that's still in the chat right now.
Yes, yeah.
That
There's
was me. I probably
some already left, but thank you to those who have stayed and still wanted to hear the conversation here.
it's fine. It's fine. But like I said, here's a one trick pony. It's like, okay, my thing was to keep it going. I mean, it's a game. It's like, okay, I'm going to see how negative I can, keep it going. And it's like, okay, why? All right, you win. Whatever. I
All
don't know.
right, so
All
there.
right. Like I
There
said,
is
it's
Smart
like probably
Shooter,
might be the
guys.
lighting issue, right? That is me.
Yes, we need a
Well,
ring
like
light.
I said, it's dark, and I had the. Yeah, it's not going to be like totally bright in here, but I got dreads. I mean, this nothing really impressive.
How long you
But my thing
been?
is like when I turn the camera on, it'll slow down the
Yeah,
stream there. That's
yeah, I
why I
understand.
don't
Yeah,
turn the
it will
camera on.
slow down the. Yeah. How long you been doing the auto mechanic? Because I saw that you have like
Well, I've been
application
working myself for years.
like
Yeah, well,
how
I've been
long?
working. I just started. Well, I've been doing YouTube videos for about I think going on like 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years now. But I mean, but I just started like, yeah, like I say, for what I got, I get paid. It's a part-time job here. So if for me to sit on my ass and do nothing, I mean, it's just revenue. So I do use that to buy more tools and stuff like that. I just literally bought a $2,600 diagnostic tool, but I do very well financially myself anyway. So there's a lot of things I just don't document, but I'm financially, I'm well off. So yeah, but I do that, and I'm a professional natural bodybuilder also. I've done 20 bodybuilding shows. Gosh,
Wow.
yeah,
Cool.
I get paid for that too. So, but it's
Nice. I mean, it's like
I
like
reckon.
a hobby now. With the channel, we're not depending on our channel, to make a living. For us here,
Well, like I said,
most of us here, yeah, it's like more on
I
a
mean,
hobby
monthly. It's not.
activity.
Well, monthly, I can't complain. I'm be honest, to sit on my ass and do nothing and get well over $600 a month. I don't.
From your channel?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
don't.
do?
Like I
Wow.
said,
Congratulations.
yeah. I mean, so. I mean, I can't complain, and that's only 5,000 subs too. No, I can't. So you see what I'm saying when I bring up some of the other stuff about what was this host? I can't read it. About things that will affect your pay. That's why I talk about when the subs come, or the viewers come and then they leave, it really affects
like
your
the
money.
Click and abandon. The click and abandon affects. Yeah, the channel as well. Yes, the click and abandon affects the channel, and that is why you're gonna connect right. If you would like to connect, then connect right. Do not just click and abandon, because it will affect the channel quality of the analytics. And I get that. I get that.
Like I said, I've talked to a couple other Filipino people, and man, I can't begin to tell you. It was like, you make how much? I was like, damn. But if YouTube world, a person isn't considered. Everyone in every country is not equal. Well, I understand. No. So yeah, your location will predicate how much you get paid based on the demographic or location.
Yeah.
So if I understand, they reduced y'all pay again. Also, I think they were taking additional 30%.
Yeah.
talking about being monetized.
Yeah.
I've been talking about
if you're monetized, right.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's other streams of revenue on YouTube, like those streams.
Well, and Jay, I understand, but it still goes back to the content. I mean, it still goes back to the substance the person's able to provide, and that's everything that I'm talking about. So even though I understand where you're coming from, but even if a person don't want to dive deep into these topics because it's mentally cumbersome, what do you think happens monetized?
No, but you got to understand,
how do I grow my channel? The question is how you grow your channel, partner. My channel came about. I dished out a shit ton of videos, and I looked at a lot of other people that what they weren't doing correctly, and that's how my channel wound up growing. And I got genuine people. My interaction may not be there. It's cool, I don't have many people comment, which is fine. But I've produced videos to where it actually legitimately helped people. I had one viral video that had about 900,000 views, and what had happened was I went to the parts store one day, and I had a customer get into I have a security camera at my place, and a person got into an accident, and my security camera caught it, and I went over there and started filming. And I just filmed the whole thing. I got like 20 minutes of footage, but that wound up getting 900,000 views, I want to say. But it goes back to what I'm saying. I mean, we don't have to have it's the drama aspect that keeps the people there. So people love death and devastation, even if it doesn't have to be literal death, but it has to be something that is destructive to the point where it's going to keep that retention. And that's what I'm going with, even with conversation. You can still, it's weird, but we have a morbid curiosity as human beings.
But you know what you're saying.
So like even so I'm gonna go back to what you said, and God, hold on, my girlfriend is calling.
I'm just saying, you're saying stuff.
Hold on, my girlfriend called, and I think it's probably gonna kick me off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Say something, because I don't think my sound is on.
We can hear you.
Right.
Yeah, let me come back because my sound is gone because my girlfriend called.
No, we hear you. It didn't go off. Okay.
Marcel, I gotta go deal with my
Yes, it's also I'm sorry guys if I wasn't able to do the roulette. I'm gonna post the winners on the community. Please watch the list of the winners. I'm not gonna ask for who's present or not. I just appreciate all the people who come to the stream tonight, and thank you so much, Jay Wright and Part Shooter, for joining the panel. Really appreciate it.
Hopefully,
thank you, Jay.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be live once again tomorrow. So if you would like to come up here, but we're gonna really do the play because people are expecting. They were like asking, when is the game gonna roll? And like they were like, please begin now. They were like, and we were having this conversation. I mean, if we have guests, you really have flow of conversations you're not in control of having, because there will be more add up of opinions, and we're gonna do this kind of stream once in a while. That I think it's also good to have this kind of conversations, but I would have another title.
Yeah, it's okay. I just I don't have a problem with whatever topic, but it has to have more of a purpose and not a game to it. It has to have more of a purpose. If we're talking about something, then it has to be a point, not just, okay, let me just keep you going in circle after circle after circle after circle, and say, hey, look how many times I done kept you going in the circle. That's all I'm saying. I'm not perfect, and I don't knock anybody. And I respect everybody in the chat. I'm like the people in the chat. That could have been me in the chat. So that's how I think more of your guests, because that's what's important. The people that's here you know, for you or whatever, that's more important to me. Because if I
Yeah.
was that, I would feel the exact same way.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm gonna be ending my live because it's 5 minutes for 1 o'clock in the evening here, midnight. It's been it took a little bit longer than I planned. I planned for 2 hour stream. Now it's 3.5.
Look, you see how we be on the stream 5 hours, 6 hours.
Oh yeah, that was with Rona, I think.
Yeah.
Was it?
Our streams are always now like 4, 5, 6 hours.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you very much.
Thank
See you
you.
next time. Thank
I
you
will see
guys. If you are not yet connected to um
the right way.
Jay, guys, all right, I'm gonna drop his link the right way.
Yeah, I definitely connect back with everybody that I can.
The right way, guys. Actually, my Nightbot is already dropping it.
And Part Shooter, I will go check out your channel. I like to see your content and your engagement. So I'm going to check you out too. All right, Marcel, I'll see you again tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so much. Adios. All right. Bye. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to be putting all the winners, guys. Ayan. I will put the winners sa aking community. Ayan. Part Shooter, Sir Bro from RA Wonderlust. Yes. Ayun. So guys, mag-ano na ako, mag-end ako. So this was not really the plan. Well, the winner, guys. All right, the winner will be, I still have here Risk Life and Marigin at the Bello, but the rest I'm gonna do the roulette. Ayan. I-video ko na lang siya kung sino ang nanalo, ha? Well, Madanggalan, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, guys. Please do thumbs up. Kumusta ka, Happy Lux? Hello, Happy Lux. I'm good. Thank you so much, Happy Lungs. Oh, you came in late. I'm about to end my stream, my friend. 88 thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you very much for the thumbs ups. Bye, teacher. Sancho na ulit nakapasyal. It's okay. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Yes. Bernice Rose. Ayan. Isusulatin kita. I'm gonna put 3 kay Bernice Rose. Ayan. And I need to look at the chat, guys, yung mga nag-thumbs ups. Ingat, ma'am. Thank you very much, guys. Happy Lux has just dropped his channel. You can connect. Ayan. Hey, Majib, I'll check you next time. Thank you very much, Part Shooter. I'm gonna end my stream as well because it's almost 1 a.m. now. Like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. It will be 1 a.m. Thank you so much, Bernice Rose, Nato the Explorer, RA, everybody in the chat. We still have 14. If we have another stream that we can go, please let us support also our friends. Let me check if maybe we can move to another stream. Gonna check some. Do you know our friends, guys, who are on the stream right now? I think we have Joy in Austria. Yeah, there is games with Joy in Austria, guys. There's games with Joy in Austria. I'm gonna drop Joy in Austria. Meron po siyang pag-games. And please check my community tomorrow. I'm gonna be posting the winners from tonight. All right. Joy in Austria live games. Late ako. Ayan. Bye, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Ayan. May premiere pala si Dom Fronda. Sayang naman. Ayan. I-share na lang natin yan sa community, Dom, ha? I'm gonna be sharing that. Ayan. Thank you so much, Bernice. Alright. Let me add to screen. Ilagay ko lang si Bernice, guys. Isulat ko kayong lahat dito, ha? Ayan, Bernice Rose. And magro-roulette ako. Wala na pong ano, guys. Wala na pong, I mean, drinks. Salamat, ma'am. Ayan. Wala na pong ano, present. Kung sino manalo dito sa roulette, ipopost ko na, ha. Ayan, doon sa community. Sulat ko rin. Dude in Europe, big shoutout po sa inyo. Dude in Europe, sulat ko rin po kayo. Ayan. R.A. Wanderlust. Ato the Explorer. Ayan, salamat idol. Ayan, Dom Fronda, sulat kita Dom ha. Sino pa? I need to go back to the chat. Team Jack, big shoutout kay Team Jack. Sino pa? Simple April, sulat kita Simple April ha. Thank you guys. Maraming nag-down, hindi sila makaintindi. My Goodness Vlogs, big shoutout kay My Goodness ha. My Goodness Vlogs. Ayan, magsulat lang ako ng dalawa. Anmil, ayan, Anmil, magsulat ako sa iyo, Anmil, ng 3 din. Anmil. Ayan, Epic Fun and Games, big shoutout, Erich and Maria Channel, cool. I think Erich and Maria Channel. I'm not sure if she's a Filipino or English. Maria Channel. Ayan. And Maria Channel. Sino pa? Si Jolis Cantillo, here na yung name mo. Jolis is already here. Happy Gomgong. We still have more people. Ayan. Jorlan. Ayan. Jorlan. Big shoutout kay Jorlan Rando, ha? Let me check more. Ay, Caballero. Ayan. Turkish fellow fam. Sulatin kita Turkish, ha? Alright. Sige, nandito na. Okay. Here lang, host. Ingat ka sa kusina lang. Ayan. Team Jack, isulat kita, ha? Patamsak lang ng ano ni... Ayan, doon na sa nakapin CC. Ayan. Live si Joy now. So, guys, I will get 10 winners here. Hindi na ako magpa-present. Kung sino lang po ang mapili, no? Ni Roleta para sa aking ayan, for tonight, ayan, 10 na winners ng 50 Gcash. Kukunin ko. And I'm gonna post it on the YouTube community. Ay, katapos na pa-entry sa picker, ayan. Mary Jane Atabello, ayan, nandito yung mga names, guys, ha? Ayan, i-shuffle ko lang. Merong 64 po. 64 po ka-entries. Ayan. So, good night, host. Salamat, Maripolski. Good night. Ayan. And, ayan, bye-bye, host. Salamat, Ramil Singgoran. Salamat, ha? Host, she keeps going down, but it's okay. How do I grow my house? You can still keep on connecting people, Jewel, and do live streaming, Jewel, so that you can grow your watch hour. Jewel, start doing live streaming now and talk about things about your channel. You can connect to a lot. Bye po, salamat. All right, guys, check my community for the winners, ha? If you are there. 5K celebration. Wow, congratulations, Maripolski. April 2. Oh, okay. I'm gonna pin that one. All right. Pin natin yan, ha? Maripolski. Let's pin that one. Maripolski, wow naman. Congratulations, lalabs. Ayan. Paano naman tayo? Dan na ho sa nakapin. Guys, patamsak naman kay Maripolski bago tayo mag-end. Salamat, Idol Best, sabi ni Dude in Europe. Ayan. Thank you so much, guys, ha? Ayan, patamsak naman tayo kay, Maripolski 5K celebration naman. Uy, wow naman. That is nice. Thank you so much. And congrats, Maripolski, sabi ni The Rights Way. Yes, guys, can we put a thumbs up for the upcoming Thanksgiving of live, no? Live Thanksgiving for the subscribers that supports Maripolski. So that's what we're talking about. Every step further that we made from YouTube, we celebrate it together with our subscribers, and that is rewarding, even though we don't get a lot from YouTube, because I don't believe a lot of us here, especially people who are living in Europe and US, with already have a good life. YouTube is not, we're not depending, we are just because enjoying here. And for example, with the games, guys, I mean, just, sharing. This is just about sharing. It's not about taking. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the thumbs up for Maripolski. Ayan, mag-ano na ako, guys. Ayan, reminder on from Team Jack. Let's add more. Let's add more, no? Entries ninyo. Let's add more entries for the thumbs up for Maripolski, Team Jack. All right. So I'm not gonna take off names here. Ayan, yeah, true, CC. Sabi ni Happy Gunggong, Maripolski tan. Ayan, RE Wanderlust. Ayan, Happy Gunggong. Thank you, ha, sa inyong pag-thumbs up, guys. Ayan. Happy Gunggong. Especially Happy Gunggong is really one of the best giver that I also met. Ang kanyang po, guys, the purpose of her channel is to support the poor people in the Philippines having difficulty in buying medicines and for operations. That's the purpose of Happy Gunggong. So there's really a lot of beautiful intentions, no, here in YouTube. Pulpak sa nakapinsisi from Happy Gunggong. Ayan, thank you naman. You are already here, Happy Gunggong. Ayan, thank you guys, ha. Salamat sa nagtamsa kay Just Pulido. Alright, si Just Pulido sulat natin. Alright. Ayan, Maripolski done. Si Mary Jane. Sulat natin ng additional. Kala ko matutulog na. Ayan. Mary Jane Acadelo. It additional. Thank you, everyone, and good night all. Yes, guys. Thank you, everyone, and good night all. Epic Fun and Game shout out from the Rights Way. All right. So we're gonna do comment picker tomorrow naman. 10 links of comment picker. If there will be extra, guys, from our super chatters, no, that will be extra games. Ayan. Thank you. Salamat, guys. Ayan, good night, everyone, from Dude in Europe. Thank you, guys. Thank you for doing thumbs up. Night, Sisi Maripolski from Happy Gunggong. Ayan. Thank you, Dude in Europe. Thank you so much. Ayan. Bye-bye na, guys. Si Dino Kaalis host. Ayan. Maraming salamat, guys, ha? Ayan. And I'm gonna share your premiere sa community dome. Good night na talaga, guys. As in, kasi alauna na dito. Magtatrabaho tayo tomorrow. Gute Nacht! From Erich and Maria channel. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.